There we go. Okay, back from the break, ready to resume our adventures of returning the key to the captain. Ooh, what will he say? Will he be exuberant and positive that you do such a thing? Who knows?
I mean,
Anyways.
Andrew's gonna get there first, so
Yep.
what is
Right.
he gonna do?
Jump
I'm
back
not
up
doing
here.
anything.
Especially without the key.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not doing anything. I ain't doing nothing.
So yeah, you guys head up the second floor. Again, don't spot anything weird. Show up in the exhibit hall. Everyone's at the sword now. I'll move them if you guys want them. Otherwise, we'll just head straight for the captain.
Yeah.
Oop. Let's head out. Hop in over here. I'm gonna do the thing. There you go. Okay, there's our boys. So yeah, they pop into the cabin. Captain's bridge. And yep, he turns and sees Wheeler taking the lead, and he's like, ah, duh. And sees Thad behind Wheeler, like, so I take it you're back from the cargo hold, yes? How did it go?
Oh wait.
Everything's in tip-top shape, and I'll hand him the key and walk away.
Oh wait, I don't like to
Yeah,
talk,
there you
says
go.
Andrew.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
I forgot that he was expecting us to do that.
Yeah,
That's why I
that's why
said.
I was joking about that.
That's why I made the story up of that. We heard some commotion or something. I thought that okay, I completely forgot. You know what? I wasn't even up there with you guys,
Right, but
so I had no idea that
Yes.
he was actually expecting us.
Thad could
Okay.
fill you in if
Yes.
Well, Dad tried, and he touched
Yes.
my mustache and then ran off.
true.
Well, he covered.
Okay, so let's figure this out. Did Thad actually inform you or not? Thad, did you inform Wheeler?
I was saying, before he touched my mustache, I don't know when he stopped me exactly, that all we need to tell him is that everything's in tip-top shape.
Right, but despite that, did you
But we never
kind of
really.
did you keep like? Well, you
That's it. That's
okay?
all I would
That's
say, and
okay. That's
he would have rubbed my mustache like, and then ran
Yeah.
off. I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
But you
okay.
know what? You know what? Dad's always saying stuff like that. Oh, tip top. Oh, oh, what's
Okay, so that's all the
Whatever.
information.
Yeehaw,
Yeah.
fucking American.
Okay, so that's all the information you have to go off of, Wheeler, is what he just said there. So what do you say to the captain?
But we also showed up with a key. Did we explain to him how or where we got the key?
Right.
Thad said what Thad said.
After the fact.
Yeah,
Or is that all that was?
that's what I
Okay.
that's what I was asking.
After the fact. I did say something before I unlocked the door,
Mm-hmm.
and that was, "It has a key.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Doors
yeah.
and keys. Doors and keys.
There's a key. I'm a little boy that has
Keys for
a golden
doors.
key." Yeah,
Yeah.
something stupid.
So okay, that's how much information you have to go off of, Wheeler. What are you gonna tell this guy?
Uh, coast is clear.
And he goes, "Oh, go,
And then I turn around and walk out.
and push your way past that."
Yep.
And Bolt and everyone just
Because I panicked.
uh,
I go up and hand him the key, like,
very good. I'm glad to know that the security's doing its job. And he pockets the key.
yeah, and then I just leave.
Yep.
I just had to run up here, and I am not fast. I had to fucking
Mm-hmm.
chase Wheeler.
Yes.
Worried that he's gonna say something weird, and he didn't, and I'm proud of him, but I'm tired.
Yeah, we do walk the same speed.
What, you and I?
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's Wheeler that fucking runs.
A little bit faster.
A bit fasty.
Walk 5.
Mm-hmm. Got that
Or
speed.
6. Wow.
My walk is only 4. Okay. I thought his walk would be faster.
Mine?
Yeah.
Nope.
Walk is usually like a number rounded up.
Okay.
Yeah, where the charge is higher. It's like a full number, so his charge might be significantly higher. Just 6 and yours is 5.
Okay, yeah, and he hasn't been raising his speed.
Yeah, he hasn't really touched it. It's
Yeah.
been Grace
Okay.
for pistol shooting. Because
Gotcha.
yeehaw, he's a cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
American.
Mm-hmm.
Ka-chow. Ka-chigga.
Yep. So yeah, you guys have kind of passed off that you check the cargo and everything's A-okay.
Yeah?
So, okay. You're free to do whatever it is you want to do.
I don't know.
Go to the exhibit hall and just make sure it's secure there.
Yes? I guess no one's coming?
I guess there's no Cthulhu coming out.
You've still got like 2 hours until the ship gets back.
Yeah, it's been not that much time, honestly.
I don't trust you.
So,
With all of this going on, I would check in on Feng Shui again.
oh, I'm
Zhang
Zhang Heng, yeah.
I'm gonna keep calling him Feng Shui because it's funny to me.
I know.
And also, I'm British, so I'm always right.
Yes. Give me your tea, damn it, Chinaman.
I say exactly that.
Okay, yeah. You go into the exhibit hall. Hale has continued to slowly walk around the spiring column as he kind of tries to decipher it. The group is now surrounding the sword as Ronald Wyatt kind of gives his like knowledge on it to everybody, what he thinks about it. And yeah, Zhang Heng is just sitting there like at this point he's kind of just hanging out, he's just hanging out. Now he's not really all that like involved with his little machine. He's kind of just sitting there as it like pumps out paper, and he just kind of picks up every once in a while, looks at it, and goes, then click, 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 and then just sits there and kind of like stares at the ceiling.
Jeez.
He's just kind of bored.
He's a sad boy.
Are you sticking with him, Wheeler, or are you gonna go off?
Sticking. I mean, I'll go with you guys. Yeah.
Okay. He's just kind of sitting there, staring up at the ceiling, just sighing and kind of just,
Good, he's not reacting to the magic
Just what-
club shoved down.
Yeah,
That's pants.
Yeah.
That's why I went up to him.
And
Just in case.
Anyone else looking different or weird? Like they're acting funny?
no. Everyone is, like I said, most of the people are kind of feigning interest with the Wyatt. Like you could easily, without even really like doing a scrutiny check, you kind of see that everyone's just kind of nodding along to where he kind of is giving what he believes is the historical account of this object. But for the most part, it's either lack of interest or lack of understanding between everyone surrounding it. They're more so here for the to say they're here, it seems, than any. Like Hale's the only one who's really interested in something, and he's totally into this column. He just, every time you come into this room, he's standing in a different position, has this little book out, and he's just kind of like flipping through and checking things out. Eventually, if you guys are just gonna stand there long enough.
I have one
Okay.
inkling. I haven't talked to Bianca yet.
Right.
I'm going to join the group and then just kind of introduce us in general, since she was kind of busy with everything, I think, last time. I don't know if we actually introduced ourselves at all.
Yeah, she was sticking to Milo for the most part, and then she, as Wheeler saw, was inside the prison,
Right.
the makeshift prison, and has since come up here to join everyone else.
Yeah, I would go up to her and just not to interrupt the fascinating talk over these artifacts, but I just wanted to introduce myself and my compatriots here. We are the security. If you have any need of us, just let us know. We're here to keep you all safe, along with our guard friends, and kind of like gesture, like they're our friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She just kind of a little bit of a scoffing of like, oh yes, security, you're going to, well, you should be saving me right now. I'm being bored to death by that old geezer over there, pointing to Ronald.
She flirt with you?
What was that?
She flirt with
Scrutiny to see if she's into that dick.
Well, she sees the rod that's going down my
Yeah,
face.
exactly.
It's a Nimra.
But no, she just kind of like, well, thanks. I mean, I'm sure you're doing your job. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not too worried about anything going wrong here. This seems to just be a get together for the wealthy and the affluent, and whether fortunately or unfortunately, I'm a part of them. And just kind of does a little bit of a bow for you, like, thank you for your time.
Very good. Again, if you see anything suspicious, let us know right away so that we can make sure that nothing happens to all of the wonderful patrons here.
I'm sure to do so.
Even though we're the ones fucking stealing from the,
Yeah.
the cargo hold already. Come, Jacques.
Alright, Wheeler. Thad struck out. Maybe you can get into her dress.
I thought she was coming on to Thad. I was excited for that.
No, Thad's going to be coming on to her.
Oh.
Unless
I'm
you take his
disappointed
place.
that that's not my
Yeah.
rod in my hands. Or she might actually be interested with that because it's magical.
Mm-hmm.
Magical rod.
My rod's so good, baby, it'll make you talk crazy talk.
You don't know what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best parts is it can shut you up. Silence is one of the spells on it.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Other than that, she's kind of meh. Just has a glass of wine, swirling it like, just. So, Bolt or Wheeler?
Oh, I don't know what to tell her. I don't know what to say there. Was there something I forgot to check?
I take notes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're free to ask questions. I can refresh you on anything.
Don't think there is.
Take a closer look at the sword while they're discussing it. Not to jump in ahead of Wheeler.
No, you're good.
No,
You're
yeah.
good. I don't have it. My brain's drawn a blank.
Was alchemistry or notice?
Yes, notice or alchemistry.
Try alchemistry.
Wanna try to find something else about it.
13.
Okay. So you're able to notice that there's quite a bit of corrosion damage on the blade. And it seems to almost be acidic in nature. So yeah, this blade has seen use against something that would have burnt it.
Aesthetically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, if you want to listen, because since you'll be examining it, Wyatt's still kind of giving his little presentation, and you overhear him saying, like, I believe this weapon was likely saw use in combat, though I'm not certain I would rule out ceremonial use. It was found in a pile of other metallic scraps, so it was likely placed in a weapon rack. But time eroded it to the point that all that was left was this. And so this is why we brought it back, and hopefully we can examine it under a microscope, find out more of its makeup and perhaps even things that it's come in contact with, and elucidate true purpose of this item.
Speak. Appears to have suffered some corrosion from acid, it looks like.
Wyatt, like, hearing you speak and not noticing you behind him this whole time, he's like, what the fuck? He goes, acid damage. I never. So it probably didn't have a ritual use. It probably was used against something. Acid damage. Oh. Not quite sure what that would be. And at that point, you hear Hale, who doesn't even lift his head past his little notebook as he's constantly going back and forth between the columns. He's like, the Neverborn have a species known as the Nephilim. Their blood is acidic by nature. That's most likely what's on the blade. And that's when Wyatt kind of goes like, oh, that would explain it, but this blade is so old. Are you sure those were around then? And Wyatt Hale responds positively as he kind of goes quiet again and gets back to looking at the column. Well, I certainly have my research to do when we get back, says Ronald, and at that point he's like, well, that's all I have to say about the sword. If everyone would like to come examine the column, and kind of shuffles everyone over. You gotta get out of the way.
To be back row, yeah.
Right. Yeah, they all kind of gather around, and he starts to give his preamble to that, but you guys don't have to listen if you don't want.
I'll listen.
Stone column. Now this was one of the first major finds from the caves. It was used as a support column at the entrance chamber. Luckily we were able to build our own supports with wooden beams and extract it without jeopardizing the cavern's stability. While I've studied it thoroughly, I'm not sure of its meaning, as ancient Malifaux had an excessive amount of languages they used, and none of them were quite as comprehensive as human language. Oftentimes they would use metaphors or analogies to things, especially when it was things that they didn't even have words for, so you often got cryptic language. So to truly understand this thing, I believe it'll take quite some time. I need to examine it in detail, but this is clearly one of the greatest finds we have as far as deciphering the old languages. There's so much writing here that we could easily deduce some things of these people. And he kind of starts to keep going on, but doesn't seem like he seems like he's reiterating points more so than going on about extra details.
What was that trying to remember that wasn't there like an obelisk or something in Egypt that was a like translation stone?
Talking about the Rosetta Stone?
Rosetta Stone?
Is that actually the Rosetta Stone?
Yeah.
That's
Is that
the
what that is?
program
Okay.
called.
I knew that. Okay.
Because it had 3 or 4 different languages saying the same thing. And we
Yeah.
knew one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, hieroglyphics, Greek and Demotic. Okay. I almost want to chime in and just like, actually,
My
it
grandpapa.
appears.
Could always interject.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Where is it? Actually, through some of my own insights, I noticed that the top and the bottom have something of a mantra that's something like discipline and tranquility. Wouldn't you agree? Fucking all in all.
Hail.
Sir Wyatt.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually gonna
Okay.
hit him directly.
Wyatt he's like, yes, I did notice a bit of a repeat pattern, but I'm not very well versed with the languages so much. It's definitely a possibility, but I'm afraid I did not have much time to study the pillar when we were in the base camp. We left a little rushedly after finding many of these things. But yet, if that's true, that is a good find, my friend. I will be sure to verify that with my own time.
I envy you the prospects that you will find.
Yes. Anyways, as I was saying, and he kind of gets back into his like rambling of things about the column, essentially hypotheses and theories as to what it could mean without any proof.
Yeah. Science.
Yes. Just the science. The column means something. Yeah. Wheeler, you got anything? You gonna go pistol whip the Chinaman?
I get out.
American.
I get out my gun.
Yes. And then you kill the midget. Clearly, he's a doppelganger.
I attune to the staff and I say, "Hey, Mr. Darby."
So yeah, anything else anyone wants to do, or are we just enjoying the sights?
Enjoying the sights, kind of
Guess so. Yeah. I mean,
wandering, keeping a lookout. Feel like blinking right now, just fucking blind, but I guess nothing's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, no one's gonna do anything. Mr. Wyatt kind of finishes up. He's like, and these were the main findings from what I'm currently labeling as the Silent Tomb. As many of the artifacts I've talked about before would indicate, these people very much valued a peace of mind of some sort. Feel free to examine them of your own. That is why Mr. Darby, he points over to him, has made this event possible. I do hope I can. If you have any questions, please come and ask me more. But until then, enjoy yourselves, everyone. Please enjoy the work that me and my crew were able to find for you. And everyone kind of gives a light, like, golf clap, like, oh yes, yeah, thank you for your presentation. And then slowly kind of like dissipates a bit. People just kind of scatter about the room. Darby comes back over here. Vector. Florence will take a seat over here. Ronald will hang out by this back wall. Everyone just kind of goes back, fills their cups, grabs something to eat, and just kind of meanders around. Actually, no. Sorry, Ronald would not go over there. He actually wants to go talk to Mr. Darby. Yeah, and so everyone just continuing what they're doing. He'll slowly moves around the column again.
He just seem like enthusiastic about the column, or is he like getting infatuated by it? Is it getting worse? Is it?
He seems to be like you can see him kind of muttering things, but it seems like he's just constantly referencing his notebook and going over bits of it and constantly trying to like match up symbols.
Okay.
And it looks like he's just been trying to read this thing the whole time.
Can I glance at his notebook? Do I glean anything from that?
Give me a notice.
Six.
You get enough of a glance to see that there are very much non-English symbols written in there with little notes next to them as he fingers through the pages, so it very much looks like these are his studies of symbols he's found throughout the wilds of Malifaux. And he has notes on them, and it just looks like it seems like he's just trying to decipher things is all he's doing, using that as his tool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to keep an eye on him, just with Julius's warning of don't let anyone get infatuated by the Lasham Hana. Is it?
Hurrah. Lashawn Hurrah.
Hurrah. All right. Yep.
Lashawn Hurrah!
Mm-hmm.
Very
Bob's
much
not
Renaissance fair.
Oh, I was thinking that you're just gay.
Hmm.
Hurrah.
Gay people don't say hurrah. They
Depends
say
on how
slay
they say it.
queen or something.
Say slay queen.
I just thought they were cheering on a football player.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hip. Hurrah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I'm going over my notes. So we got wavy ripples on the tablet. On the column, we got the mantra of discipline and tranquility. History notes and rings. Got some armor that's worn by a cat, so it jingles when it's running around.
Save the birds. Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got a sword that was used on Neverborn. And we're looking to protect everyone, or we're looking for something that was used to put down a rebellion.
Yeah, and apart from just destroying all the artifacts, which would be horrible for us, for Darby, but might make Julian happy.
I mean, we might have already made Julian happy.
True.
By
Dispelling the honeycomb horn is what I've called it.
honeycomb horn.
Yeah, that's a fair name.
Yeah, I'm not piecing things together. I don't know if there's something that I'm just not piecing together, or if there's something great that we're missing, or if all of this doesn't fucking matter and there's going to be a mutiny from the prisoners at some point. But there's 3 prisoners and like 6 dudes in there.
Maybe we should go.
Unless
check.
they are teaming up against everyone else. Because
So,
those guards are the
Oh.
ones who came from Ridley.
Right.
I see. Yeah, that's a possibility. I feel safe.
Oh, good. I'm glad you do.
I think us as the trio are going
Yes.
to be okay.
Yes.
Unless this thing fucking just full on crashes, we'll be fine.
It is a hydrogen zeppelin. It could full on Hindenburg.
Okay. As other people die around Bolt, he'll
Yeah.
recharge his soul stone and heal himself.
Mm-hmm. He'll fall from a ridiculous height, burning and crashing, but he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I will fail that, but I will pratfall.
Yeah, you'll pratfall off the ship, negating all the falling damage.
The whole 2 of it.
Yep. Just imagining the Hindenburg, and you just see one guy like beside it, like, "Oops, I fell on me bum, but I'm okay."
I was picturing the like parkour, like shoulder roll, like land in a shoulder roll, and he stands back up and walks away.
Yeah, just dusts himself off a bit.
In the full British attire, the
Yeah.
hunting attire. Oh, let me pick up my hat and just brush it off and put it back on.
Yep.
There's a few cinders on it. Stupid.
So we just hang out.
It's your call.
It's so weird.
If you think everything's cool.
How noticeable is it to actually use counterspelling? If I go up to each one of the objects and do counterspelling to kind of like determine the magic on it.
It's not something like you're declaring to the room counter spell or anything like that. It probably would have some hand gestures and possibly some words with it.
So as long as I'm not right next to Florence, I should be okay.
You can do a stealth check ahead of time to be disguising yourselves. To kind of.
And counterspelling's okay in this world?
Generally.
Or the least not okay?
It's one of the. I mean, it's the elimination of magic, which is the whole problem the guild has, is people using magic. So it's one of those things of like, if you can practice it out in the open, it's probably fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, if you're standing next to some sort of mechanized guild robot and you're like, counterspell, shut down his soul stone to make him non-operational, people are like, okay, you're doing something wrong. But in general, it's not an inherent, like, yeah, you aren't going to be inherently arrested just for doing counterspelling out in the open.
Okay.
So.
Yes, start in the center then. Just make the rounds.
Assist.
Mm-hmm.
So flip for it.
Yeah, go for it.
19.
Ooh. Yeah, the pillar seems to have no innate magic properties to it.
I don't actually. Oh fuck! Where do I stand? Do I stand right by Darby and Alexander Bannon? He's just a motor
fat
guy.
businessman. This was the guy that I was saying was the what's his face from Final Fantasy VII. I forgot his name again.
Heidinger.
No, not Heidinger.
Oh, Palmer.
Palmer, yes. Yeah, fat, bald, gray-haired, chunky businessman with a big cigar in his mouth.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, I would stand next to him, and that way August Jackson isn't like directly looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
And do it on the sword next.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's only a 13.
Yeah, you kind of try to like see if you can grab anything from this, and it seems completely inert. And as you're doing it, Alexander next to you kind of like looks over at you. And he's like, "Ah, you're doing something there. You're admiring the sword. It's quite a piece of shit, to be honest." And actually, like, you want to smoke? And kind of pulls a cigar out of his pocket.
I'll straighten up. Not while I'm on duty. I would hate to lose any of my faculties.
From that evil tobacco.
The wacky tobacco, as they once called it.
He's like, nonsense. Every good gentleman needs a good smoke while they're on duty. It takes the edge off. Go on, take it.
I will take it.
He's like, light it up, my boy. It's good. It's a good quality one. You'll love it.
Fuck, I'll do it.
Was it not insight scrutiny? Is he
If you want to see if
deviously
he's...
trying to get that? Yeah,
go ahead and give me a scrutiny.
horrible at it.
It's better than not doing it at all.
True.
I
9.
will.
9 total. This guy seems to be as honest as fuck. He's just trying to... He seems to be prioritizing just having a good time drinking the alcohol and bugging the other guests. And he sees an opportunity to kind of like, have a smoke. Come on, join me. Everyone else is being kind of a stiffy. I want someone who's loose.
I'll take a puff and then
Cough enthusiasm.
just thank him and walk off with it.
Mm-hmm.
But not necessarily keep puffing on it.
Okay.
Just, yeah, like, tip of the hat to you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off.
Okay, well, Thad and Bolt are doing that. Wheeler, do you got anything you're thinking of doing?
I mean, aside from just because I didn't go around looking at the other things, but I heard you tell
Mhm.
everybody about the other things. About the armor's not anything special, right?
It seemed mostly decorative. Quickly-
How do I steal the armor?
Set of
Okay.
decorated armor tied to a wooden stand. It features a series of metallic spheres hooked along its surface. It's like the quick description.
Yeah.
Ghost your way into the case, into the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Become physical again. You're now
Weird.
wearing the armor. Ghost. So now it's
Part of
disappears
you.
with
Yeah.
you. Yep.
There he goes.
And then fall through the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
The airship's moving, so you get
Yeah.
pelted to the west.
Yep.
No, I got nothing.
You could talk to the
Maybe.
guests.
I guess I could check on the captain. Or
Come on, you're a performer.
would-
You're a socialite. Schmooze.
I know.
Get more bread.
Schmooze it or lose it, mister.
Every social duel you fail, you get a new card.
So yeah, even if you bumble your way into it, you get something out of it.
That's right. Let's see. Who's this guy again?
Hale Sutham. He's the anthropologist. He's been obsessed with the comb for this time, and him and Thad have seemingly gotten along a bit.
Okay. So, looking at this column, you seem to be really into it.
He kind of like, without really like looking at you, he's like, Yes, it has most information out of anything here, and I don't know when I might get a chance to see it in the future, so I'm studying it a bit now.
So what makes this thing so special?
I don't. And he kind of like looks around to, he kind of looks at you to be like, you weren't here for the whole lecture thing that Mr. Wyatt gave. He was right about one thing, but definitely is some sort of historic record of some of the natives of Malifaux. That's been my specialty for quite some time. And kind of stops, realizing he's having a conversation, sticks his hand, is like, my name is Hale Suthan. Goes for a handshake.
Ah, pleasure to meet you. My name's Wheeler, and I'm one of the security officers here.
Ah, you're with Mr. Greywater, I assume, yes?
Yes.
Ah, yes, he's had some
Actually-
insights into things. Well, what?
Actually, it's more like he's with me. I'm kind of the leader of this whole operation here.
Is that so? So-
Yeah.
You keep Greywater around as what, your scholarly aide, it seems?
No, he's good for navigating. I tell you that. That guy can find anything.
Give me a deceive check.
What's my deceive again?
I think it's not bad.
I think my thing's flipped up. What is it?
The social, then deceive. You have a 3. It's actually your best social
Alright.
skill.
All right, let's
Yeah.
do it. Huh?
Oh, yes, charm based.
11.
Heck. Okay, he kind of, little bit of a quizzical look on his face, and he's like, really, just for navigation, really? Well, it seems like you're getting a decent deal, because the man actually knows something about about artifacts like this. So at the very least, you have that advantage.
That's why I got him.
I thought you got him for navigation.
He serves a lot of purposes.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. He seems to be quite multi-talented, and he seems to have his robot companion and the other armed guard with him. Are you...
That's actually my robot companion. Yep.
Oh.
I was the one that built him all by myself.
Give me a deceive check.
Oh,
He's trying to fail so
I
he can draw
know.
a card. I'm just waiting for that red Joker to say,
10.
fuck you.
10.
the Red Joker happened last session.
Yes.
10.
Yeah. Oh, 10?
Yes.
Not
No.
9? I think it's 3.
Oh, wait.
You have a 3.
6.
Yeah. 3 plus
Oh, I
9.
thought I had 4.
Or 3
Sorry,
plus 6
I
is
thought
9,
4.
yeah.
I thought it was 4.
Right. Kind of like, you mean to tell me you made that, and you led this operation?
Yes, sir. All by myself. I'm a little bit of a legend back at home.
Excuse me if this is impolite to call out, but that robot has a date to over 100 years ago on his chest.
That's right. I found him and in a snow cave way back at home, and you know what? Something compelled me to took me about 2 weeks. 2 weeks to put them all back together.
So you didn't build him, so to say, you assembled him.
Oh no, when I found him, he was just a head.
Give me another deceive check.
Are we hearing any of this?
Quickly, piss on his leg.
Probably you're getting bits and pieces of it, but you guys have been
Another
focusing on your counterspelling thing. So you're probably just assuming it's Wheeler doing his usual bullshit.
I got another 9.
He's like, right. So you forged a plate on his chest that dates him to 100 years ago, and you made that yourself. For what purpose exactly?
It's more of a science thing. You wouldn't really get it. Very complicated. I think it'd take hours to explain, but
Right. And so as the leader of our security force, could you explain to me what has been your duty this whole time? What specific actions you've been doing to ensure our safety?
Oh, look at that! You see the bread over there? Oh, it is the best. I gotta go get some. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Yes, unfortunately you might. And yes, you definitely draw 2 cards.
Wait, sorry?
You failed 2 social duels in that.
Oh. So draw 2 cards from my
He did
deck,
not
right?
believe you about anything about Bolt.
Okay.
He believed you being the leader for a bit there. And then you went off the fucking
2 cards from my deck, right?
Yeah, so you draw 2 cards, put in your hand. I believe there's a max hand size, I'm not sure.
5.
Okay,
5.
so as soon as you're
Normally.
above 5, you have to discard 1.
Unless you're the Wastrel.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
I got 5.
Okay. Nice investigative journalism you did there.
Yes, sir.
Humo Gwekwe Fighty Shao is the school magic hell.
Nope, you're not sensing any.
Don't even fucking flip it.
No, don't even bother.
Fuck, she's standing by the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, Jacques, go spill wine on her. Check out the tablet. I'm trying to avoid her.
Do you want to
first.
just give me a notice check to see what she's doing?
No, because my notice is shit.
Doesn't
Actually,
matter.
I think it's neutral.
I can assist.
Yes, yes. I would notice what the fuck is she up to?
I literally just said to Bob, flipping a bad card is better than flipping no card.
Yeah.
You said to me.
Oh, was it you? I thought I said.
And 7 more cards. I'll draw a card.
Oh yeah, once we cycle
Oh,
the
that's
deck.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What do I notice? Are you helping me, Bob?
I'm helping you get a +1 from me.
Okay. A total of 10.
Okay. As you guys walk by, it's Bolt who kind of taps you on the shoulder and like points. She's doing what you're doing.
Oh.
She's sitting there, and you can kind of see her like moving her hand a little bit. Like, basically, yeah, she's trying to counterspell this stuff too.
Oh.
Because she hates magic. She's trying to make sure nothing here is magical.
Yeah, but I also have a magical rod in my pants, and I don't want her to check that out.
But everyone's got a little magic on them. She might just assume it's sanctioned.
Okay.
But yeah, she's very much doing exactly what you're doing, going from each object, trying to scour it, anything magic from it.
Okay, so I would do that to the tablet, and then I would do that to the armor.
Okay.
I guess in front of her.
Yeah, tablet, nothing, and armor, nothing.
I ain't find shit.
Mm-hmm.
Should you flip for it?
At this point, he's done so many counterspelling that just like he's got it on, he's turned on, and
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. And there's nothing magical about any of these objects. Like so, even just the fact that even if he rolls low enough, the fact that he senses nothing is just proof that it's clean.
Okay.
having a natural +8 to it is kind of...
Yeah, I'm gonna just go with that at this point.
Fuck. Okay, so there's no magic here. I've dispelled the one thing that was harming me, and the other magical item is in my pants.
Mind you, your own grimoire is a magic item. Like,
yeah, my necklace. Yeah.
yeah. So that's
think
what I
technically
mean.
Bolt is a magic item.
Yeah, Bolt's a magic
Yeah.
item. Like, yeah.
He's got a fucking multiple soul. He is a soul stone.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Like, especially
Well, I
high
also have
class
a spell
people like
stone.
these guys, everyone's probably got a little bit of magic on them,
Yeah. Okay.
just for like party tricks and shit like that.
Oh yeah, my soul stone is actually charged now too.
Mm.
I need to remember that I have that.
I can give you suits.
Yes.
Yeah, it could make me. I could use my heal spell reliably. Better than the soul stone could heal me.
Mm-hmm.
Um. The only thing I'd want to do is check on Milo again.
Just pointed out at this point, Ronald's done talking with Darby, and Bianca takes this opportunity to go and talk to him.
We'll try to keep an eye on Darby and Hector just to make sure no one's going to pull a shiv on him.
Push the cripple off his wheelchair.
Stab him with a toothbrush.
Prison life, baby.
Yeah. Union life.
Mm-hmm.
Union for life. How loudly are they talking to each other? 'Cause Bianca's about the only unknown in this.
Right. They're talking at a moderate volume. You can't, like, where you guys are standing, can't quite hear exactly what they're saying. But it definitely seems to be at least forced pleasantries, if not natural pleasantries.
Okay, but they're like not arguing. Or
No,
like
there
that.
doesn't seem to be any sort of heated debate between.
Cool. I summon a giant chicken. Yeah, I really don't know. Other than like checking on, doing a sweep of all the rooms because the rooms are there and there's
There's a lot of them.
no one's using them, as far as we know.
Mm-hmm.
Checking on Milo and the boys again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do next exactly. To pass
Currently keeping
time.
things secure.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got all the snipers on the outside too. Yeah, I got nothing.
Just people watching, keep an eye on things while we wait.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, as far as you guys just hanging out, nothing. No one's really like doing anything disruptive. Everything seems to be kind of just timid enjoyment would be the environment. Yeah, like, yeah, Hale keeps doing his circles following the spirals on the column. Yeah, Alexander's now talking to Rosa, and he's being a little pushy with her. She's a little uncomfortable looking, but nothing more than a bad conversation, essentially. Florence seems to still be like eyeing everything in the case. Ronald has taken himself to grab a drink, as no one has approached him further about his findings. And yeah, Zhang's just fucking dead on the couch, essentially like, I can't wait for us to get back. And this whole time, August Jackson has just been sitting there with her little ledger, kind of like occasionally taking notes, just observing the room. But yeah, time just passes, and everyone's just kind of enjoying the atmosphere, it seems. Eventually, Florence will go over here. Ronald, without her there, will then take a seat on the couch and kind of sip his wine, nurse his wine for a while. Rosa puts some distance between her and Alexander because she's kind of getting annoyed by him.
As we do.
He's like the 18-year-old jewelry heiress or whatever it is, right?
Yes, yeah, she is the youngest person here. As far as anyone can, as you guys have been able to glean, she's not even. Yeah, like you said, she's the heiress. She's just here representing her family.
Yeah, daughter of the jeweler.
Yeah. With see, with Florence and Bianca next to each other, they start kind of like throwing sharp words at each other, and that's when Darby and Hector know to kind of disengage. Put some distance between them.
I go over here and go fight.
Cat fight.
Pull her hair.
Yeah, and they'll keep talking, but eventually Bianca just kind of gets tired of her shit and walks away. And Florence then approaches Darby and starts talking to him. Xander sees Wheeler off in the corner, kind of approaches him and says, like, "You're part of the security crew, right?"
Not just part of it. I organized the whole thing.
"Oh, did you now? That's fantastic."
That's true.
And he pulls out a cigar. He's like, "Then you deserve one of these, my friend," and hands you a cigar.
Oh. I've never had a cigar.
How? You haven't had a cigar? You've been in the presence of that old cripple, and he kind of thumbs over to Darby, and he's never offered you a smoke.
It's true.
That's a damn shame, my boy. He goes, "Here you go," and hands you the cigar and pulls out a lighter. He's like, "Yeah, let me light you up."
All right.
You leave the existing cigarette in your lips when you smoke the cigar?
Wait, what?
Your portrait has a cigarette.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I know, but he's saying, yeah, just have both. Smoke both at the same time.
Two.
Yeah.
One side of your mouth and the other.
Do I roll or anything for this?
Is there something you want to do? Do you want to resist the effects of the cigar?
It's a cigar. It's already rolled.
He's just offering you a smoke, and so if you're just gonna accept it, then he'll just light up, and you can start puffing away. And for what you can tell, assuming that wasn't a lie that you've never smoked a cigar, it's pretty great.
Okay. It was not a lie. I was being completely honest.
Do you know how to smoke a cigar?
I do not know how to smoke.
So, okay, you don't take the tip off?
Well, no, it's worse than that. If you
he smokes it sideways.
If you truly inhale rather than just puff it in your mouth, you'll get extremely sick.
Crazy. Well, that's not happening. Good thing this isn't real life.
Do we need to check if it happens? Give me a carouse check.
A carouse?
Yep.
What the
Can you
hell is a
handle it?
It's under expertise or trained.
I think he's actually decent at it because he fucked up getting drunk on
Right.
one of the first times.
Carouse is the ability to resist poisons, drunk, and other mind-altering effects.
No, I got
You get a
zero.
0.
So.
Okay, so flip me a card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take a nice hearty puff and let that thing out nice and smooth. You don't choke at all. And he goes, how's that for you? Not that weak stuff like your little cigarettes there. Like, this is what a man smokes.
It's nice and smooth.
Makes you feel like a cowboy, don't it?
Yes, sir.
So, what's the going rate of your security operation? Maybe I want to hire you guys in the future.
I don't know. We ain't cheap.
He goes, boy, I just gave you a Cuban cigar for free. I've got cash to spend. Go ahead, name me a price.
I would say about. Let's think here.
The Wheeler's thinking.
We're doomed.
The wheels are returning.
Yes.
The Wheeler wheels are returning.
Yes.
The Wheeler's trying to dealer.
I would say.
Do you want like a reference or anything?
No. Let's see. We're about 200 script.
Okay. He kind of takes it back and like, is that for like a tour of duty, like, you know, over the course of like a month or so, or?
Oh no. That's 200 script per hour, and that's only for one of us.
Give me a deceive check. So +3.
Yeah. Let's see. I can cheat it, right?
You can cheat it if you want, or you can let it be a fail and draw a card.
I think he's already at 5.
I am already at
Yep.
5.
Then he cycles a card.
That's true.
Or cheat it and see if he wants to hire us for $200 an hour.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm gonna cheat it.
Ooh.
Oh, bam.
A 14.
Yes, sir.
He kind of like, whew. That's the rate you boys are running at, and Darby paid that?
Yes, sir.
Well, don't
We're
tell
worth
him
every penny.
don't tell him I said this, but I think the little man might be a bit of a fool. Not to disparage you boys in your operation, but you're not quite like military grade as far as I can tell. So unless you're bringing something I don't see, I think you might be overcharging them.
I tell you what, you ever see military bring a big robot like that next to my buddy over there?
He kind of glances back and goes, looks at him and goes, looks back at you like, yes, they usually bring bigger and more of them.
Well, sir, with our job, you only need the 3 of us. But you know what? To each their own.
Okay, I get it. Tools of the trade. Don't want to share your secrets. I'm a businessman myself, and I know you don't show your hand if you don't need to. So,
Yes, sir.
fair enough, friend. And he kind of pats you on the shoulder a little aggressively. And he's like, you enjoy it. You do your job, and you enjoy the smoke. And kind of walks off from you. What? Were you really hoping to get paid that much?
Yeah. Yes.
You do realize you have a ridiculous amount of money and you don't know what you're going to spend it on.
You do realize that if that would have happened, that would have been awesome.
Yes. I don't know why you need more money when you haven't spent any of it.
I'm not just thinking about myself. I'm thinking about my crewmates, my employees.
Yes, your
Some would
employees.
say.
Okay. Yeah. Is anyone else gonna do anything?
Just keep an eye on things.
All right.
How much time we got on this thing?
At this point, you guys have spent, if like, generously, like it's been well over half an hour since last really checked. So we're closing in on an hour, for the return trip. So you're nearing the halfway point.
Oh fuck.
Let's see. At this point, Ronald gets up and he goes downstairs. Florence is done talking with him and stands over here. At this point, Zhang Hang gets up and actually goes and talks to Darby.
Why do you bring me onto a ship and make us so goddamn of pudding?
A little bit of that.
See, I can assume.
Mm-hmm.
Collaborative storytelling.
I would go downstairs just to make the rounds again for approaching the halfway mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost want to follow Wyatt.
Ronnie James Dio.
Yes. Ronald
Yes.
Wyatt.
Make
sure he's not gonna like put on a stone mask and start drinking someone's blood. You brought up Dio, not me.
Right. Okay. Yeah. If you
Check
want,
the crate that's missing an item.
if you guys
That's
want
totally
to
not why I want to go.
You guys want to trail him? You can. I'm assuming, yeah, Bolt is sticking to Thad. As per usual. Wheeler, you gonna hang out here, or are you gonna watch your boys walk off and trail them?
I'm gonna hang out here.
You're gonna keep an eye on the showroom floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just sent my employees to go have a look.
Exactly, yeah. Let the plebs do the real work. You got a nice cigar. You've got some booze.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, you schmooze it or you lose it. So you can mingle with all these rich assholes.
I'll try.
and try to sell your services at an exorbitant price.
Yep.
Like the male gigolo you are.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
He's an ace shooter. Let's be real.
yes, exactly. No one handles his gun like he does.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys follow Ronald. He goes to the mid floor and immediately swirls around and starts going to the lower floor. And almost immediately heading straight for the cargo room.
Okay.
So you're just keeping an eye on him and keeping a distance. I'm assuming.
As soon as he opens up the door, I would walk up to him and try to start up a conversation about the artifacts in general.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh, fuck you too, then.
You're trailing a dude.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're trying to hide it at least.
Oh god.
Hey.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay.
Jesus.
In 11.
Okay.
Well, I should have assisted, but I didn't want to say
right.
anything because I now might need to make one.
I have a -2 to it.
Yes.
So.
Okay, yeah. He doesn't see you coming at all, and as he you see you peeking around the corner. You see him go up to the cargo door, and he kind of looks both ways down the hall to see if anyone's there. And doesn't catch you at all, and starts to unlock the door. So I'm assuming, yeah, you approach him.
Yep.
We'll jump down below.
Multiple thing around the corner.
Right. Oop. Oh, wait, not that one. So, you're here. Ronnie. Boys. Oops. Everyone in this general area out. Yeah, he's there. I'm assuming, yeah, Jacques hangs back with Bolt.
Yeah, don't want to spook the guy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he has his back to you as he's kind of leaning over and fiddling with the key. So
Yeah, I'd wait for the door to be open, him to open the door, make sure that he has.
Yeah, he unlatches, opens the door, and kind of looks around.
So Wyatt, I'm glad I've caught up with you.
Jeez, don't sneak up on me like that. Oh,
I'm terribly sorry. I thought you would hear me. That I'm not known for being very lithe. Are you? I didn't realize that you actually had access to the cargo hold as well.
yes, I asked the captain when we first loaded up everything if I could have a copy of the keys, because I'm a bit worried that the jostling and shaking of the airship could have disturbed some of the remaining artifacts. And I seem to have nothing else to do, as no one wanted a further explanation on things, so I thought I would come check on things to make sure nothing's damaged.
Oh, very good. If you don't mind, I would like to join you just to make sure it is my job. After all, I'd hate to, well, miss out on the opportunity.
I assure you, you don't have to worry about me. After all, this is... He waves a hand gesture to the crates. Like, this is my life. Me and my team work to uncover these things and bring them to the people. I have nothing to gain from tampering with them. I have everything to lose if they should be destroyed. So it's probably better that you keep your eyes on the other guests. You're here for their safety.
You misunderstand me, good sir. I wish to aid you in anything that you would need, and from the sounds of it, it sounds like there's something quite valuable in that. Perhaps you could tell me about it. I would love to hear. I'd missed out on so much of your talk upstairs that I feel that my honor as a Greywater and my life as a scholar would be truly fucking rambling. It would be amiss if I did not actually get to hear more of your findings. I do hope that you would take me up on this. I would be able to aid you with it if the crates have shifted whatsoever. You are but one man, and I'll flex the little muscle that I have. I'm sure that I would be able to aid you in making sure that everything is in tip-top shape.
Give me a convince check.
Cool, I'll get a plus flip on this.
I know.
Like on everything. I have a plus 2 to this as well. Flip. A 13.
He kind of sighs a bit and yeah. Will you join me in the room? I think we have something to talk about.
Very good, thank you, sir.
Kind of lets you in, and he
is Boulton earshot?
Yes, you could hear this.
Okay. Can I scrutiny, like, Is he really concerned about the cargo?
Yeah, you could scrutiny it. You will, because I'm assuming you're at most peeping around the corner.
Yeah.
I've got to put a negative flip because you're not going to get a hard read on him.
Okay.
Yep. Go shuffle deck. Everyone gets to draw a card.
Yay. Oh, we draw.
Yeah, from your
Oh,
from
my
your
God.
deck into your hand, and again, if you're above 5, discard down to 5.
Yeah.
Minus flip, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
2.
Yeah, you can't gauge at all what he's like. You hear him, but you aren't able to gauge whether he's being honest or deceitful with Thad.
Okay.
So he leads Thad in. He closes the door behind him and locks it again, and kind of quietly to Thad, he's like, "Follow me over here," and he leads you over to this crate. Make out point.
Bolt will be at the door, and he pulls out his remote driver.
Right. He takes a seat on top of the crate here, and kind of like with his feet hanging
Oh, it is
off.
make out point.
Yep. He goes, "So, I haven't been completely honest with you and most of the guests. Most of what I've told you is true. I am an archaeologist. I went to this dig site under support of Mr. Darby. If it wasn't for him, we weren't able to get access to it. Hold on, cat's getting out. There we go. Cat can't get me now. Okay. And he goes, and we've spent a good 2 months out there in my team, and we dug up all those artifacts that you saw displayed, and what I was able to find out about them, it's as far as I'm able to say is true. However, we found some things that I wish we never found." And he looks up and kind of points across the room at the crate far across. There's something in that box that he struggles to find the words and finally just says, "I've mentioned it multiple times that me and my team dug everything up the dug site. You don't see any of my team here, do you?"
Oh. What happened to them?
Against my judgment, one of my lessers kept digging in the cave they wanted to find more. We found that column, and that spurred on everyone. Everyone knew we had a good find. Everyone knew we were going to get things that we couldn't even conceive of, and found the blade and the armor set, and this was truly an inhabited area, and most of it was well preserved. I told them to slow down. Once we had gotten the column out, I wanted to spend some time translating it, hopefully to get information on what to do in there. I had the tablet as well, and that also could have served to inform us, but they didn't want to listen. They were getting impatient. They were afraid Darby would pull our funding. I'm struggling with the cat as I'm doing this. He's desperate to get on my lap right now.
Love me.
Yeah. As he continues. And one day I was examining the column. I went to go check on the team, and there was no one there at the base camp. And I went inside and looking for everyone. I called their names, and no one responded. And eventually I went deep enough that I found all of them dead, burnt, battered. I saw this object, strange object that they unearthed from one of the sarcophagi, and immediately knew they went too far and they should have listened to me. So I wrote back to Mr. Darby saying what happened, and he didn't seem to care. He wanted to put on everything on exhibit, to have a show, to show what we found, and I figured it was that he simply didn't understand when I sent him a letter. So I just hoped I could talk to him now, and finally got a chance to talk to him out by myself, and he just dismissed me, told me to go have a drink, not worry about these things. I'm sorry, but that thing killed my entire team. That was an isolated base camp, and he wants to take that thing into the city. Who knows if it activates and kills everyone? I have no idea what it does, how it works. No one does. And he's okay with just dragging it around in a densely populated area, and I didn't want that to happen. So, I came here to get it out of the box and open the back door, pointing towards the cargo door, and I'm just going to throw it out. Let the desert have it. Let it just be destroyed, or forgotten even. And I'm telling all this because I still want to do that. And I just want you to turn a blind eye.
It is understandable, and it would. Is there anything left in any of these other crates?
Like you're doing all the crates.
That in general, like,
like
all the artifacts are gone.
Oh, again, I've been, like I said, as honest as I can be. Everything has been emptied out. Yes, that crate still has broken material, things that are too delicate to be put on display. I simply was using it to make sure no one would touch that thing. But I just can't risk it. It needs to be destroyed. If Darby is bothered by this, if he finds out, I'll take all the heat. Again, all I'm asking you to do is just turn a blind eye. Forget it you ever saw me do any of this.
It might be better to give yourself the alibi that the entire crate fell out.
But
Does the rest of the items matter that much?
I'd be lying if I said it didn't. Those, again, I was being honest. This is all my life. I've worked to have such a dig and such findings as these, and now I have to jeopardize it because my conscience.
Yes, the 5 pieces up there, you still should study them. There's still great findings that you can draw from them. The little bits and baubles that you say are in the other, that with whatever dangerous thing is in there, if the cargo hold were too surprisingly open and that crate be near and fall out, it could destroy that bauble and you could recover the rest, or
You're just giving Darby another treasure hunt. He has to reclaim.
I'm giving you the option to.
I will. This is
still
not
continue
about
your work.
He kind of like actually hits his fist on the crate. Like, this isn't about me being innocent. It's about me doing what's right. Damn it! I don't care if the sword of Damocles falls on my head. Then so be it. But I will not be the one to let people die from that any more than I already have. If I throw that crate out there, do you think he's going to believe that it just so happened that one crate got unstrapped, that door happened to be unlatched, and that crate just happened to slide out, and it had so many other little goodies that he could just fund another expedition to find it? If I throw that thing out and declare ignorance on the whole thing, it could have been any one of the crew members. It could have been someone in between. The plausibility of where it went is going to be too much for him to recover. I just want to throw that one thing out and let it be forgotten as it was meant to be.
How is it that it hasn't hurt you, but it has hurt the rest of your, well, more than hurt the rest of your crew?
I can't say I fully know. I didn't... It's what I believe. It's activated by sound. I went in there, was mortified, and as soon as I saw one of the first companions, his name was Joshua, I spoke his name. That's when I saw these embers float near me, burst in front of me. I was barely singed, but after that I fled. I didn't go back. Eventually when I did, I just did what I thought I had to do, which is get the thing out of there and packed it away, far away from anyone else. And as you saw yourself, we carried that crate in, and no one was able to find out anything about it. Like I said, I studied the tablet upstairs and the column, and I was able to deduce that it most likely was sound that was activating it, and I believe that's the case. That's why I have brought you over here, to make sure we're as far away from it as we can be and have this discussion. But I don't, that's just it. It's such an innocuous thing. Every conversation, every simple utterance could trigger that thing. If that's the case, it shouldn't be around people.
If it needs to be destroyed like you say, I believe that my compatriot would be best served at it, to preserve your life and everyone's life aboard, if it is as dangerous as you say. Allow me to fetch Sir Wilkinson.
No. You're trying to bring in more witnesses. Don't you see this is the... More people is not the solution. It's the act of one man is all that's required.
The door opening will alert everyone. We can solve this without anyone being harmed, yourself included.
You're again not grasping that I don't care about myself. It's because of me that other people are dead. I deserve whatever happens to me.
But your work is important for the future.
My work was important for my goals, my ambitions, and I let that get ahead of me. I should have kept everyone out of that cave, and I didn't. What's one more dive, I thought. Go ahead. They're ambitious kids. But no. I let my guard down, and I should be the one to pay the price. So, just leave. Just leave the room. I'll take care of everything. Also, I should have said this at the time. Do you want to do a convince flip for telling him that Bolt should be the one to do it?
Oh yeah, probably.
Because you were being honest.
Try that,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because I'm thinking like one rail hammer.
Right.
If it's even active at this point. If it's a thing. I'm also kind of trying to do this so that he doesn't look through everything.
Right.
And find out that other objects are gone.
Dump the whole crate. No one will notice.
Yeah. Well, oh no, it opened up. The back opened up and one of the crates fell out. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
The crate furthest from the door fell out.
What are you talking about? It was totally by the door the entire time. We pushed it over. Yeah, I'll do a convince flip. Plus flip and a +2. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Plus flip. Oh, okay. A 14 is what I would have got
Okay.
to convince him that Bolt should do it.
He sits for a while, and I suppose maybe I am jumping to my conclusion. It's my stubbornness of not working with others that caused this problem to begin with. So what? You're the robot companion breaks it? Is that the plan?
Yes, and then it's just a smattering of pieces that we can lay in either back in the crate or in the other crates, mixed in the hay so it gets thrown away later.
No, it should all. He knows. Have the object. We can't just disperse it. But if it's broken in transport, then the worst. The dirigible company has to pay for damaged goods, but I don't know how much Darby even cares about recouping the loss of money, so maybe that is the best choice.
I mean, he pays us 200 scrip an hour, so.
Each.
Mm-hmm.
Each.
Is it very well? Get your companion. That's that might just have to be the best solution.
Okay, I walk to the door, and it's latch and everything else. I can open it from this side. I need the key from the opposite, right?
No, it's both sides. He does
Okay.
hand you the key.
Okay, so I'll open it and see Bolt almost like ready to.
Standing right there.
Yeah.
Ready
Oh, how fortuitous! Totally didn't know you'd be there. Good, Sir Bolt, come in, and apparently, shh, be ever so quiet. I'll explain that we need to open up the crate and take out an object that Wyatt will describe to us, and then you will destroy it and then lay it back in the crate. The
Bolt will
pieces
nod.
back in the crate. Totally could have accidentally done this earlier, but okay.
Seeing your robot was just at the door, he's like, seems the security money's well spent if both of you were tailing me. Although
Yep,
I'm not
$200.
much the rogue myself. And he goes, okay, yes, you'll destroy the thing. I'll bring it out. He comes over here. Once the crate's open, do not say a word. Till that thing is destroyed. He then turns towards the crate and don't have a tool to open it. Do either of you have a means of opening this?
Both will try to pry it open again, knowing exactly where to pry. And...
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you flip on it. You did
Yep.
so well the first time. It's like you know exactly what to do. He's like, oh, okay, go for it. Kind of like he does the fucking Jurassic World Blue, puts his hand out like, oh god, I'm prepped. I'm in. That thing could strike at me at any moment.
And it's full of rattlesnakes.
Yes. And yeah, you pry it open and carefully open the lid, and he digs exactly where the object that Thad earlier dispelled entirely is, and pulls it out, and he sets it on the floor between you, and then he like slowly backs away a little bit and then points at it like
Still thinking it's sound activated. Okay, I'll attack it with the rail hammer.
It's a free attack because it's an immobile object, so you don't even have to swing. Just give me a damage flip.
Oh, I don't get to swing. Okay. Yes! Anytime I destroy an object, I'll get the red joker.
Yep.
That should be manifest power. Is anytime it's an object, you can just destroy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just shatter this thing into bits and pieces, just perfectly breaking it all apart, and to where he actually like flinches, like, whoa, too much. Even though, yeah, you clearly weren't going for a full swing, you were just basically like putting your weapon on it and just pushing down. It just, it just crumples. You're doing a Rocky and Bullwinkle, ooh, don't know my own strength bit. And he just kind of goes,
Rodney Dangerfield? What?
You do a Bullwinkle voice. Go for it.
Well, it's yeah.
I can't even think what he sounds like. It's just
Yeah,
the way that you
shut
did
the
that. It's
fuck
very much
up.
like,
Shut the
"Hi."
fuck up. But yeah,
Rocky.
yeah, there we go. But yeah, it just splinters out, and he kind of like does a bit of a whew and breathes out, and then goes over and just carefully picks up all the bits and pieces, puts it back where they were, and then like covers it up slowly, puts the hay back on top, and then like looking at Bolt again, like pointing to the lid, like like put it on, and you can easily gather like okay, and you just kind of stamp it all the nails down and tie it back up, and he kind of like looks at both of you and goes, okay, and then pauses like, and then nothing happens. He's like, okay, I think we did it. I think that does it. Oh. He kind of goes, he's like, thank you. Like, this has been weighing on me greatly for the last week. Mr. Darby just does not. He just doesn't. He has a goal, and he doesn't want to listen to any sort of word of warning. And thank you. I couldn't have done this alone. This probably for the best. The way you've suggested. You have my thanks, even though I may never express it to you openly outside of this room. So, and you kind of.
I put my hand on his shoulder and just say, I look forward to your findings.
I hope to put this behind me as well. It's the best I could do for my team. And he unlocks the door and steps out. He's like, please. Oh, before he steps out, he obviously looks, making sure no one's looking. He's like, let's get out of here.
Bolt gets out.
Mm-hmm. Dad, you gonna leave?
Sorry, I was.
Stepped away.
Yes.
Hmm.
Hey.
Okay, yeah. The door gets closed. He locks it. And he goes, alright. Yes, if anyone asks, I came to you and asked you to go with me to check on the crates, and we found nothing. Yes, good cover. I was just being paranoid that something might have been damaged, and it proved me wrong.
It is our job to help you.
Good. Let's return to the upstairs, I guess. I need another drink. Yeah,
Bolt will nod and follow Thad.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys start heading upstairs. Meanwhile... Nope, not that one. Exhibit Hall.
Bibbidi bop.
I'll just move you guys away. Coming up the stairs at some point. It's like a pale orange. Just her. Hang. Rosa. Alexander. Okay, so yeah, Wheeler, you've just been sitting by, chewing some of the food, constantly refilling, smoking your big stogie. And from what you can see, everyone's just kind of putzing around the room. Zhang has finished his conversation with Darby. At this point, Darby actually goes over here to talk to Miss Jackson. Yep.
I thought it.
That is part of the reason. That is part of the name.
Is you're sorry?
Yes, a little bit.
He is for real.
Yeah.
She made her daughter cry. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. True.
And yeah, everyone seems to be like putzing around. Not very much boring. Now without your buddies here, you kind of just like, outside of the booze, why did I stay here? And you're just,
Unless you're telling more tall tales.
mm-hmm. He doesn't find an opportunity. Like, no one's really approaching him. No one's. Alexander comes by to refill. He kind of like says a couple remarks like, "You sure you can't go for a cheaper rate?" But
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
yeah, you know he can't afford you. You're premium service.
Sure.
Okay,
hold on. I'll go. I'll cut him a deal as he's walking away. I'll cut you a deal. $1.99. Script.
Right. And he's just like, you're such a bastard. I like you. He just kind of walks off.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know the game. But yeah, everything seems to be like just kind of happening. Nothing. Yeah, very boring for the most part. And then the back door here opens up, and in walks a very familiar face, the Sterling Stag.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Yep.
Oh my god.
How? But also yes.
Jesus, this is great. He kind of like kicks the door open a bit.
Flipping us off and everything.
Yep, walks in. And 3 people dressed up in technician outfits come in behind him, and they all have shotguns out.
Oh shit.
Is one of them a vampire?
No, they're not, as far as I know.
It's not Bartholomew or
No,
whatever?
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
As soon as the door
Vladimir
opens,
Benjamin.
yep, the stag starts talking. Don't be alarmed, ladies and gentlemen, but we have an issue with our flight. It would seem someone has rigged the gas-filled balloons above us with explosives. And worse yet, and he holds up his hand, connected said explosives to this trigger device. Which is a handheld grip trigger with cables running down going out of the room behind him. At this point, Hector draws a gun. Hale kind of goes like, what the fuck, and gets over here. Florence backs off. Alexander backs off towards the kitchen. And he just kind of steps in. And continues his speech. And if for some reason I were to let go, well, we would all go kablooey. Now this situation has my friends back here a little stressed. At that, they kind of scan the room with their shotguns. But fear not, I believe we have a solution. He takes a nodding motion to the technician behind him, who walks forward holding some hefty-duty ropes. And starts to walk forward, going this way towards the column. At which point Hale kind of gets in the way, saying, "Don't you dare!" And then Darby says, "Hale, back off." And he goes, and kind of grumbles and backs off. At seeing that there's not going to be a problem, the stag takes another step into the room and continues. You see, holdups like this aren't quite common for the rich and wealthy, but for me and my companions, it's an everyday threat. And I got thinking about that. Maybe it's like a disease or an infection. Maybe you folk are immune to this disease, and it's fancy get-togethers like this that keeps you so happy and healthy. And seeing as how Mr. Darby here has more than enough on display, what's one missing piece from his collection? At that, the technician here starts to throw the ropes around the column and starts tying it up. At any point, if you want to do something, Andrew, you are free to interject. Whether you want to examine things, you want to say anything, or if you just want to draw and start shooting. So, don't let me just keep monologuing, and if you have something you want to do.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, if I can, it's my job, because I got people looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do something.
If you can, you can't. It's
Oh wait, he has a bomb.
yes. He has a bomb.
He says he does.
He says he does. He has a trigger. Can I shoot that trigger out of his hand?
He said if he lets go of it, the bomb goes off.
Oh,
It's one of those. It's like a grenade. You pull the pin out, and as soon as you let go, it starts to activate.
Oh my god, this is speed. It's speed.
No, it's worse. It's speed 2.
Yeah, it's a boat.
Yeah, we're not going that fast.
Cruise control.
Yep. Ew, gross.
No Dennis Hopper here. Shit. Okay, we'll keep going. I need to think about it.
Yeah. Just set the camera. Technician starts putting the ropes on it. And as he loops the ropes around, he gives the stag a thumbs up. Got an extra window open, so I can't actually read my PDF. So think of this as a bit of charity, giving back to those you didn't invite to your party. That way, there are no hard feelings, right? After all, what's wrong with you taking a lot and us taking just a little? With that, the stag gives a hand signal, telling the technician here to run all the way back this way. He runs to the inside of the ship.
Wait, what? Oh.
So there's ropes around the column now, and the ropes go out this way.
Yeah.
If you want me to illustrate it for you.
I understand.
I'm just Andrew's the one in the scenario, so if he wants me to. So yeah, there's ropes going all the way back this way. It's looped around here.
Okay.
And there's 3 separate ropes, all which tied around the column at the top, bottom, and middle.
Okay. How? I think I could shoot the rope.
There are 3 separate ropes.
I think
Ricochet's the thing.
Yeah.
Listen, I saw Mythbusters and they proved you can't shoot a rope.
Yeah, but also
Because they're bad shots.
we have walking automatons and everything going.
No, I know. I get it. I get it.
I'm just trying to think of what I could do. I don't want them stealing it. My job.
No, it is your job to stop them.
This is my hero moment.
Yeah, you took a step forward. Are you gonna quick draw and start shooting?
I'm going to quick draw and try. I think I'm gonna shoot the thing out of his hand.
That would cause the thing to go off.
Yeah, but
Dude, I'm for you doing it, but
we didn't
whatever
you know what you're doing.
Did we find any bombs?
Did any of us look?
Yeah,
we didn't check the balloons past the time that we.
You didn't check the balloons.
Came back from another place.
Okay, so then I try to shoot all 3 ropes.
Add 1 shot per rope.
One shot per rope.
If you truly want to shoot all 3 ropes with 1 shot, you can, but it's gonna be on a quadruple negative flip.
Yeah.
And you're not getting the red Joker.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So it's one of those.
But I have rapid fire.
You can quick draw 1 gun.
Right.
Although if you're gonna do it, it's technically a surprise round. You would get a full round. So quick draw 0 to pull 1 gun, normal action take the other, and then a single.
What would be smarter?
Not even that. quick
Somehow-
draw, he has 3 AP to shoot.
That too, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, would it be smarter to shoot the ropes or the guy?
I don't think you can see the
Or
guy.
Or his goons.
So the
Shoot right here.
shoot.
Ricochet off.
Yeah, you're gonna goon.
Right there.
Yeah, so the doorway is more like this.
Yeah, so I'd have to shoot at the corner here. Hit right here.
You want to do an intentional ricochet? And try
Right here, then right there.
No, you shoot the controller in his hand, ricochet off that to hit the guy in the back.
But then everything will explode.
So
I can't take that chance because
don't worry, Thad will pratfall.
You're not wrong.
This is how the entire game ends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Okay. I'm not gonna shoot the thing out of the controller out of his hand because that could kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Did we hear any of this? Are we at the top of the stairs yet?
No, this was all happening while you guys were downstairs.
While we were downstairs.
Okay.
Oh shit! So they're not
Mhm.
coming up for a
Yeah,
while.
you're on your own.
Oh no.
I was convincing another dude that
Destroying things is
You know.
bad, or is a good thing.
it wasn't that. It was that his life is more valuable than finding that we stole something.
All right. So if I shoot the stag,
Mm-hmm.
do I get a ricochet off of him and I can pick which one?
That would be if you got the suit of masks.
Oh, okay.
That's your trigger. If you want
Or if
to,
you could cheat it in, but you're not going to get a plus flip.
No, I'm not. Definitely. Ah. what the fuck?
yeah, if you can try to call a super tricky shot, but I'm gonna put negatives on you for doing that.
Which means you can't cheat.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh shit! I don't know what to do. I don't really have any good cheating cards. I'm gonna draw my weapons. And yell for security.
That's right. Oh, jeez.
Um. Yes.
That's not
Yeah.
how security is spelled.
Even though I'm security.
There's still the guild security. There's two groups of security.
Yeah. What the fuck are these guys doing over here?
You don't have sight of them.
Yeah, but like. Okay.
The fuck is this guy doing over here?
He doesn't have sight of any of this.
Okay, so if we don't hear any of it,
Really? Well, okay. Well, I yelled.
Andrew, did you look at chat?
Fucking cheaters.
Hey, you told us to use chat
Yeah,
several times.
I did.
I can't read, dude.
I know.
Is it scrutiny? Is that what it's supposed to be?
That was the joke of this. Not how
Okay.
security is spelled.
God, I just watched like a montage of all the times Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is dyslexic, and I'm just reliving it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Pepe Sylvia!
Okay. So what do you guys want me to do? I'm at a loss.
Remember,
at this
it's not
point.
about what they want you to do, it's what Wheeler wants to do.
Okay.
So,
well,
if they want to openly give suggestions, they may.
yeah. That's.
But it's your...
Yeah.
The open suggestion that we've had in chat for a while is you should probably scrutinize some of the things that he's said,
Mm-hmm.
specifically the bomb thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, just call him out on it.
It's check if he's lying.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
what
flip to
scrutiny
see-
is.
Yeah.
Check to see if Wheeler feels that he's lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to say anything. You're just
Vibe check him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I had to say something.
That's why I said earlier, like if you want to do a skill check or anything, say it. Yeah, you could do a notice, you could do scrutiny, you can do all sorts of things.
I didn't realize scrutiny was that. Also, I didn't realize that scrutiny was security.
It's not.
It's
I mean-
not. I just keep fucking mistyping it.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I've misspelled it like 3 times in a row.
Where is my?
Social bottom.
Okay, I
Your
got it.
security?
Middle.
No, I read in
Is it?
magic. I read source. I read these.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah,
Scrutiny,
I got,
got a
only have,
1.
I only have one.
You will get a negative
That's the
flip
best out of the group.
because the stag wears a mask, so you can't read his face.
Right. So
Hmm.
take the lower.
Yep. So flip the 2
Yes.
and take the lower.
1 second, Red Joker.
Damn. Damn.
Yes. Oh my.
Yes.
Andrew Luck.
So I'll target number 11 with a
He's got a
negative
13.
flip, and he got a 13. He is lying. That thing is not like the way he's prancing around and swinging his hand. If that thing's gonna kill him, he sure is not being very careful with it. That guy's probably lying. He's probably spouting bullshit. And as somebody who's dealt with criminals who like to talk like this when it's big talk time, you know this guy's full of shit.
All right.
Now,
so I can shoot the thing out of his hand.
The shotguns are a different story.
Sure.
But yes, you feel confident that if you shot that thing out of his hand, nothing would
Okay.
happen.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot him instead.
Are you just shooting, or do you want to actually try to shoot the device?
Both?
Well, I mean, you're shooting him, yes.
Yeah.
But if you want to specifically target the device, like as a way of quickly not only taking out the thing, but showing everyone in the room that there's no threat, then you're going to call that specific shot, and I'm going to put more negative flips on you. If you just want to shoot him to hurt him, then it's a normal attack.
Yeah, I'll shoot the hurt him.
Okay, so it'll be a normal attack. So go ahead and do a normal flip with all your plus flips. Are you so again? Presuming this is a round of combat, you're doing a 0 action to draw 1 gun.
Yep.
Are you taking another AP to draw the second gun?
Yep.
And then you have 1 AP to shoot, and then your rapid fire will give you another AP if you.
Right. That's all
Shoot
4
again.
AP, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, 3 AP. 0 plus 3.
What's up, Ryan? Is that
Unless
correct?
does rapid fire say something?
It's 2 AP action to you may discard a twist card to take
Oh.
3 1 AP
Okay.
attack actions, but he should already have maxed out gunfighter, which gives him one
do.
one extra
Oh, he has.
AP
Okay.
for
So
range
yeah.
attacks only.
All right. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good.
So he's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just checking on.
Right. I wasn't for sure on it. So yeah. Okay.
All right. So that's
0 action draw 1 gun. Another
Yep.
AP to draw the second, and
Yep.
you can burn your 2 AP to now take 3 shots at him.
To discard 1 card and do that.
Oh yeah, you have to discard a card.
That extra 1 AP can be used for rapid fire.
Yes, it's for shooting actions.
3
Rep-
1
for
AP
ranged
attack
attacks only.
actions
Ranged
with
attacks.
ranged combat weapons against a
Yeah.
single target, and they're all towards a single target. Yeah.
Guard Twister, take 3. Discard. I mean, rapid fire just says you take 3 ranged combat weapon attacks against a single target. Like I would count it.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
okay.
So W, you're good to just unload on this dude.
That's 4 bullets. 3.
3.
3 per gun.
Oh, per gun.
If
Well,
you're
if you
double
want
shooting.
to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could.
Another
option would be to only pull out the 1
Oh, and get an
and then
extra.
fire 4 times Or pull out both weapons, and then every time that you shoot, you get to
The plus flip.
the plus flip on it.
Oh, that'd be the safer route.
That is
Yes.
yes, that's the safer route. Or do you think your accuracy is so high that you'll hit 4 shots without the advantage of the plus flip? Because you are accurate, but
Are there any range concerns?
I mean, I got a 7 in AV. Pistol.
he's got 12-inch range. I think he should be good.
Wait, is
Close
it
squares?
1-to-1?
Yes. 1, 7. Yeah, he's
Okay, perfect.
so range not a problem.
Perfect to do 6 shots?
Either 4 or 3. You either do 3 with a plus flip or 4 without the plus flip. So it's your call.
If you do the
Right.
3, it costs 6 bullets.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so my AV and pistols is 7.
Yep.
Like I said, you're accurate. So you could do without the plus flip, but the plus flip will help make sure that you land those hits.
Okay, I'll do the one with the plus flip then.
Okay.
Yep.
So 4 bullets, 1 gun.
No.
That's 4 shots that way, or it's 3 shots with both guns that will be the plus flip.
You want the plus flip, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Then 6 bullets, 3 from each gun.
Okay, so I had it right then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, I had it the other way around.
so
Never mind. Okay.
first attack.
Yeah.
2 cards, take the highest.
Da da bop bop. So
13 to hit?
yeah, 13.
All right. Do you want to cheat it?
I can't.
There's no
Okay.
point in it.
I cannot.
All right. You shoot and you skip as he's holding the controller up. The bullet flies right between where his hand in the air and his head, and just flies between them.
Shit.
And you suddenly see him like slowly jerk his head to look towards you as you pull the hammers back and immediately go for the second shot.
So I draw 2 more cards.
Yep, those ones are done.
Okay.
Rid of them for you. Ooh.
There we go.
What, 20 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. 20 to hit. The stab. Okay. Do you want to cheat that? Just because I'm asking doesn't mean you fail.
Right. I can't cheat that.
Right.
I couldn't cheat the other one.
Right. Just making
Yeah.
sure.
Unless you want to miss.
Yes, unless you intentionally want to miss.
Right.
Just for funnies. Okay, flip me a damage flip with a plus flip. So 2 cards, take the higher. Weak and moderate.
9.
So what's
Oh.
your moderate damage on
damage.
pistol? Oh, okay.
You guys do it.
Uh,
You guys do it.
yep. This time you pop the next shots off, and now that he's turned to face you, one of them lands dead center on his helmet and ping right into it, and you just see his head go back. From the shock of the bullet hitting against him. As you then click next one.
Your third shot.
Yep. Seven.
Oh my god, I got an achievement. Play Tabletop Simulator for 500 hours.
I got 100 hours today.
Damn.
I got like 30 minutes ago.
Okay, so what's your total on that one?
7.
So 14.
Yeah.
And do you want to cheat that? I gotta ask.
I cannot cheat.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Also, definitely keep track of your suits.
Oh.
He's fine.
Well, what was the
I've been
last
looking.
one?
Previous one was mask.
That's
Yeah.
Ricochet.
Is-
Oh, it was that.
No.
Was that the damage? No, that was
No,
the
this was
13. Was
damage.
the okay?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yep.
It's tone for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I pulled the mask. I think the first one was a crow.
Yeah,
The first one was a ram, was your higher, which would have actually done more damage.
Yes, because you have critical strike.
I see.
But yeah, the first one missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just making sure, because yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
while. So
Yeah, Ryan, you're right. I need to do notes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you will flip a damage flip with a double negative.
So flip 3.
Yep, 3 cards, take the lowest. Oh!
Oh
Ooh.
God, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, that would have
would've
been.
so funny.
Uh,
Oh my
2
god.
damage.
yep.
I mean, now I could cheat that.
Yeah, this time you this time you hit him right in his shoulder, and you see some blood splatter out. As he kind of recoils from you hitting him. And now go ahead and flip initiative,
Oh,
because now actual combat is starting.
okay.
11 plus what?
I'm going first.
What's your
What is it?
initiative
What's
bonus?
your total?
Initiative should be.
Bottom of your stats. Bottom right
Oh,
of your
yeah.
stats in the
Yeah,
upper
yeah.
left.
There
Is it
it
15?
is. 4.
Okay, so you're 15. Yeah, you are going
Yeah.
first.
I'm going first. Do it again.
Mm,
Oh no, it's worse.
Oh, because most of the good cards are gone.
No, you already have your guns out.
mm-hmm. Now you can shoot even more.
Oh, it's worse for
Oh.
them. Oh, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
But there's a
Reload.
problem. He's
Ah.
gonna have to reload.
Hmm.
but I can do that. Well, I
How
mean,
long does that take?
I could do what I just did again.
Yeah, you can discard a card and fire 3 times the same way, and then have 1 AP left to.
To reload.
Is it 1 AP
Do
to
do
reload?
half a reload.
Per gun.
Yes, start
Oh,
a
per
reload of your
gun.
weapon. Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Or you can just fire 5 times.
Or just reload, fire
With-
5 times.
No. You can just fire 5 times
Oh, right.
with no
yeah.
plus flips though.
Okay.
What's that 5?
How's that 5?
Yes.
He has. Is it not? He has
So that's 3 AP.
3
If he just
AP.
shoots
Rapid
2 of them,
well,
he does 3. That's 4.
it's still. It's still 4. No. Yeah, that is 4. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Let me know when you're ready, John.
Yeah, I'm just calculating out all the initiatives.
Fuck.
Okay.
Downstairs.
We're just casually walking up.
Mm-hmm.
Our job is done here. Teehee.
Okay,
Okay.
I run a lot further than I charge.
Yeah, athletics.
So yeah, so that will be your turn.
Oh.
But everyone else will get half a turn because that you surprised everyone.
Oh, right.
So they get to act, but they only get 1 AP.
Okay.
To which the stag basically do a
Run like a
walk,
bitch.
pretty much. Yeah, he's just gonna turn behind him, start running, and say, "Pull it!" as he throws the control thing to the ground. The grid? No, I'm not. So he just kind of gets out of there as quickly as he can. Next up, seeing that, Hector immediately draws out his pistol and pops the technician L in the head.
Hell yeah.
Easily hits. Patel. Oh,
Oh,
but Hector being
You know, it's fun.
being surprised.
easily hits him right in the hat.
Yep. Yeah, shoots his hat off as the guy ducks and freaks out. And then, which is left up to the prisoners, who then, this one immediately shoots at Hector.
These prisoners?
Oh, whoops. Teehee. I let something slip.
Oh, Are they prisoners?
There
Was
were.
Milo the stag the entire time?
You could tell by the flesh of the stag, he is a black man.
Oh.
Milo was not a black man.
This was collaborative storytelling.
And yeah, he's not gonna hit. Technician shoots and hits the wall behind him as Hector kind of dodges out of the way. Mostly kind of dodging onto Darby to like stop him from being shot. And Technician J, Mr. J, is gonna take a walk. 2, 3, 4. Meanwhile, Technician K at the far end does what he's told and pulls a lever.
Wrong lever.
And he will 1, 2, 3, and backs off.
Looks like 2 APs to me.
It's a simple action. He was already in position to do it. And from your sight, Wheeler, you see the ropes suddenly start, like, unraveling and going out the door. And we cycle right back up to you. Like, you heard a loud conk at the back of the ship, and the rope started, like, flailing and going towards the exit back here.
The rope, not...
The ropes that are tied to the column.
Okay, so the column's moving too?
The slack on the ropes is being
slack.
pulled.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Do I have...
Oh wait, sorry. Before we get back to you, Hale draws his sword cane. Because that's all he can do for the turn.
Cut that rope.
He gets half a turn. He does not have quick draw.
Can I yell at him to cut the rope?
Sure, as a quick action.
Will that actually give him something to do?
Yeah, he'll kind of, because he was probably going to go to try to stab a bitch, but yeah, you can kind of instruct him.
All right, I just yell, "Hurry, man! Cut the rope!"
Okay, and you get your full activation still. So if you want to chase after them and keep popping shots, or do you want to shoot at the ropes and try to sever them? Reminder: there's 3 ropes.
Right. Yeah.
And there's one guy with a sword.
Yeah. I don't have anything to cut. I just looked. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm skillful enough. I can cut these ropes. I'm so skilled that I can do this. But how would I do it? Not rapid fire?
If you rapid fire, you get the plus flips, right?
Yes.
Sorry, no, rapid fire lets you take more shots.
He does.
And then something else gives you the plus flip.
Yes, those give you the plus flip. And so shooting at a rope is a lot harder than shooting at a person, so you'll be getting negatives for it. So getting that plus flip, will counter that.
So it would be rapid fire then. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. So again, same thing. 6 shots.
Yep.
Up.
Discard a card to do rapid fire.
Yeah, if you have a junk card in your hand, throw away.
And you should have done that for the last time.
I did, yeah.
So he didn't? Okay.
So I did. No, I should do that 3 cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, you quickly do a revolver oscillate, swinging your pistols around, and then
yes,
point them, shoot.
Hold on.
Yes.
Are there negative flips to this?
Yes.
Just through 2 cards.
You're going to get a built-in negative flip for this. So only flip 1 card per shot.
Oh, okay.
But it's still cheatable because you're only flipping the 1 card.
Okay. Huh.
And your total is 7, so 15.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a damage flip with a plus flip to it.
Damn.
So flip 2 cards. Take the highest. Severe, which is 3 damage for you, I believe.
4.
4?
4.
Okay. Yep. You shoot one rope out. Pow.
Hey. That was
Another
a ram.
one.
Yeah.
That was a
And
ram.
another one. Yes. DJ
With
Khaled.
The ram
ram
doesn't count for damage.
Not on. It's on the hit.
It would
when you
only
get the triggers.
on the hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 1.
Yep. So go ahead and shoot again.
Thing. Shoot. 1 card.
Yep.
Thing. Yep.
Lippity. Ooh.
3.
That's gonna be
Let's cheat
10. Oh, we're cheating.
Yeah. Wait. Yes. Do I want to cheat on the hit or the damage?
The
I mean, both
Do you think that-
optimally, but
that might be a miss right now.
yeah, your current total is a 10, which is pretty good. But
Okay.
you could do better. Also, if you have, like we said before, if you have a Rams or a Mask, you could force the critical strike or ricochet trigger to happen.
Mm.
And,
Okay, well-
and just to clarify ahead of time, I will not let you ricochet the bullet into a different rope. That is way too
Aw.
unlikely. You could ricochet and hit the fucking dude over here,
Yeah, that's what I would do.
but yeah, not another rope. That's too stupid.
So I have. Okay, so if I cheat it, I'd have an 11 mask or ram.
Yeah, that would get you a critical strike.
Yeah.
If it
But
hits.
if it hits.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, okay, so right now 10.
Yes, you're a 10 crow right now.
Yep, 10 crow.
You're gonna go
But
with
you
it.
don't know if it hits or not.
Yeah, he doesn't know if it hits until he commits
Okay.
to
I
it.
don't. Yeah, I don't. So I'm committing to this.
You committing to it? Okay.
Yep.
It hits, but
Okay.
you get a double negative flip to the damage. So 3 cards, take the lowest. Weak.
5.
Yep, you pop the slack rope and you see it kind of hop. You definitely got a bullet through it. Yeah, 2 damage. But it did not clearly shred like the first rope you shot.
Okay. Alright, 3rd shot.
Mm-hmm. Just 1 card.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
15.
That's pretty good. Gonna stick
And
with
it's
it.
a ram.
And you got the
Yep.
ram.
I got a ram.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Damage with a plus flip. So, yeah, 2 cards, take the highest.
Take the highest.
And add +1, severe.
Oof.
So that's 4 damage +1, so 5. Yeah, you didn't like that you didn't sever that one rope, so you pop another shot into it, and this one just fucking explodes, shooting like hemp fiber all over the floor. But that is all your shots.
That's all my shots. That's all my
You're-
actions.
Yep.
He would have 1 AP left. Does he start to reload, or
It's 4 shooting actions, because you've rapid fired.
he only had 3 shooting actions for the rapid fires?
spent
2
two-
AP.
Yep.
He has 1 AP left.
He has
Yep.
1 AP from the ranged expert. Extra AP for ranged attacks only.
Yeah, didn't he use that towards the?
I just used a range
Rapid
attack.
fire.
Are we saying
Rapid fire?
he just didn't spend his general AP on any of that stuff? Is that what the
Yeah.
argument is?
Because that's how he did
Yeah.
the first one. He wouldn't be able to do the first
Right.
one otherwise.
Right. Well, that's because he spent it for drawing a weapon.
Which isn't
the
a
first
ranged
time.
attack,
Right. And so I'm
so it's a
just,
general AP.
I'm just that's I'm clear. I'm asking for the clarification. Not assuming he's just doing that, but
Yeah.
stating it.
In his surprise round, he used his 3 AP, 1 general AP to draw a weapon,
Yes.
0 action to draw a weapon,
Yes.
and then the
I have no qualms with the
general
first
AP.
round.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's set. That's how it is. In the second time, he has
I know. Yes.
2 general AP
I'm-
and 1.
Nothing was
so he
stated.
used-
That's what I'm asking for. Nothing was
Okay.
stated. Because assumedly you would just use the general AP. I would like, that's what I'm asking, is like the order at which he spent the AP. So yes, you do have 1 AP left over to spend for a reload.
Okay.
I'm assuming,
But
yeah. It is
half
Start
a
to
reload,
reload.
right?
Well, it's 2 AP to reload, so yes, you get half a reload.
Okay.
Which means don't start reloading.
I know.
Or a movement.
Or yes, you could just move instead.
If anything, I'm gonna subtract my bullets.
Oh, right. But yeah, so do you want to start reloading or...
Yeah, I'm gonna start reloading.
Okay. Let's see. At this point, Stag. All you can hear is him just saying, "Don't worry, just jump." And that's it. And then, from what little you could see out of the door, this guy gets out of the way, and you can't see him anymore. And let's see, Hector. Oh wait, Hector goes before them, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Okay, so before that happens, or after the stag yells that, Hector will try to shoot at this guy then, and just kind of unload on him. Yeah. Okay. Hector gets a really good shot in his gut.
Jeez.
And Patel. And another one in the shoulder, and the dude just goes down. Then, yes, the guy who was here moves out of line of sight. And Hale, following your instructions, runs forward and slams his sword cane down onto the last rope, severing it. And that's back to you. At this point, Thad and Bolt and Wyatt coming up the stairs suddenly hear gunshots and commotion and go, uh-oh, and start running. They will show up at the beginning of next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll do initiative then.
Yeah. So back up to Wheeler. Do you want to finish reloading all your shit?
I
mean,
yes.
you spend 1 AP to reload 1 weapon fully.
One weapon fully. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, the AP from last round at plus this one is 2 AP. So now you have 1 normal AP. So you can start reloading the other gun, or you could try to like move outside and use your ranged AP to start taking shots. And remember, you don't actually see out here right now, so you're not sure where they are.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll chase off, or I'll give chase.
There's a door up here, or you can go towards the door they ran out.
I'll toward door up here.
3,
Right here.
4, and get to about here. 5.
Okay.
That's if you assuming you want to get as close as possible.
Yeah.
Don't see the guild rifleman who was standing there. Flip him on. And you don't see this guy. There's no one to shoot at.
All right. Cool.
Let's see. Hector steps forward. Not that anyone's player is here to see this. And shoots the dude in the head on the ground, making sure he's dead.
Jeez.
Hale will run out this way, but he goes for a full run. This is, and we don't know what he sees exactly. And that'll be it, beginning of next round. So, Bolt and Thad, go ahead and flip initiative.
Sure. Also, oh sweet.
Okay.
Andrew ignores 1 negative flip on his shooting actions.
I thought that was a thing.
Yeah.
I was mistaking that with the plus flip from dual shooting.
Yeah.
So what's our totals?
Mine's a 15.
15. What's your initiative bonus? Case. Bolt.
10.
Initiative bonus?
0.
Sure. Okay. Then jump here. competing with Wheeler.
No.
But Wheeler has a higher initiative bonus, so he goes first. So
Gonna continue. So what? I only move 5.
take a 5-point walk. So 1, 2, 3, 5 here.
What do I say with my wizard eyes?
Nothing but hail.
Huh.
Also, grab a pen. This whole thing is ripped out.
What is that whole thing?
As you were instructed beginning of the journey, the ship has air brakes, parachutes, giant parachutes to slow the ship down.
Okay.
They strapped the ropes to it and pulled the lever, and it ripped off. It was going to drag the column out.
Just grab the column. Yeah.
And basically work as a parachute for the column.
Oh, neat.
But you guys severed the ropes in time.
Yes, we did.
But yeah, it's just hail, and he's just kind of looking around, sword drawn, like, where are those bastards? But no sign of anyone.
Damn.
Unless you want to do something, Thad and Bolt are going to arrive.
Because they got... Oh, because they're next. Okay.
Yeah, they're next, yeah.
What do you say?
I'm asking you.
Oh.
Unless there's something you want to do, they will arrive.
Got
No.
the rest of your turn. Yeah.
I don't. I mean...
You've only used 1 AP, so you could move further towards the back and like look where they went, and you still have 1 bonus or 1 ranged attack AP if you want to shoot if you see them.
My bad. I thought that was my full movement.
No, that was just 1 move.
Ah, I see. I mean...
1, 2, 4,
5.
5.
To there.
Yeah, you could get to there.
So, would I do like a...
Looking over the railing.
What would I...
You can see little parachutes off in the distance.
like ninjas.
Multiple, yeah, you can see 5 parachutes, and there definitely is people. There are people hanging from them.
Okay, so I don't have to like roll or flip or do anything.
I mean, to see them, no.
See them.
Yeah, it's empty desert behind you, so it's pretty easy to see.
How far away are they?
They've fallen pretty far before they pulled the cord. It will,
Okay.
so you can shoot. You will be at some negatives.
Yeah. Can I identify the stag? Can I actually identify him from
Give
his...
me a notice check.
Okay.
Because he does have iconic things on him, but he's also quite a bit away and
So
below
a
you, so his
silhouette.
parachute might be covering him.
So a silhouette would be... Let's say I got 3. Okay, so... shit, 6.
Do you want to cheat it?
Nah, I can't do it.
Okay, yeah, you are not able to figure out which one was is the stag.
Okay. Can I take a blind shot?
Yes, you can.
Because fuck it.
Yeah, you just have the 1 AP from
I only have 1 gun.
ranged
so...
expert. Yeah. So yeah, well, it'll be a random guy you hit. We don't know if you'll hit the stag.
Yes, because I can't tell who's who.
Yes. So you might just shoot one of the random other guys, but who cares?
All right, let's rapid this shit again.
Can't.
You can't. You need both guns reloaded.
Oh, both guns reloaded. Okay.
So it's just a straight shot. You get to ignore one of the negatives.
Okay.
You're still gonna be on a negative, just one.
Okay.
So yeah, 2 cards. Take the lowest. Not bad.
7, 7, 14.
Um.
And it's a mask.
You could ricochet to the other. Okay. Yeah. So I'm assuming you're gonna. I mean, you can't cheat it because it's on a negative flip.
Yeah.
So 14. Okay. Flip me a damage flip. Just straight damage.
Straight damage.
Yeah, one
also, how
card.
many shots was that?
That was just one shot. That was one
One.
bullet. Yeah.
Um,
Moderate. So 3
Okay.
damage.
yeah, 3 damage.
And then how does ricochet work?
After damaging a
say-
character within,
yeah.
if
3
they're within
yards.
3 yards of the target, it suffers one.
They're
Or
not
damage.
3 yards of each other.
Ah.
No one's 3 yards next to each other when you're parachuting. Your parachutes will get all caught up and you'll die.
Maybe he's not certified, so he'd be strapped to the guy next to him.
Okay. Let me see it. Let me just grab
They're hugging each other. It's all one parachute. I don't know what you're talking about.
grabbing a D4 to roll to see who you hit.
Okay.
There'd have to be at least 2 of them, because otherwise it's not a pair. But shoot.
You do not hit the stag. I can
Okay.
tell you that much.
Okay.
You definitely hurt one of the other guys.
Cool.
Stupid.
That'll teach him.
Yep. At this point, yeah, Thad and Bolt run up the stairs. But it seems like combat's pretty much over.
Oh, it'd be a shame if I could just run outside and 1 AP automatically cast a bird and 0 AP to tell it to go do shit.
Yeah, you could do that. They also still have their shotguns, so I don't know how long the bird's gonna last.
While they're flying down, a bird attacking their parachutes. They can shoot at the bird that's attacking their parachute.
I mean,
It's a stupid idea. I'm not
it
actually.
is, yeah. It could work. If you want to try it, I'm fine. I'll once again, we'll do a D4, figure out which guy's parachute you're attacking.
I wouldn't know what's going on. I don't think it's.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Mindlessly.
Fucking. Oh no! Bird,
Yeah.
go!
Well,
Fucking
since
attack
the beginning of the mission, you're like, okay, I've stocked up a spell for summon. You've just been blue-balled this whole time. And so as soon as you heard gunfire, you're like, "Yeah, bird!
You know what? I've got plenty of fucking Oh, actually, yeah. Zero action just tells Jacques to go out. I find out what's going on, but he's not gonna have enough to actually get out, shoot, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
This turn.
It's true. They are rifle users.
Right, can focus and get that extra range. But we're also sailing away from them, so the range is only going to get worse.
Yes.
And it's 12:30.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is pretty much the done zone, so we could wrap it up.
I'm cool with the done zone,
Okay.
Yeah.
even though I really want to kill the stag.
Yeah.
Dag.
I know, that was so great. That was so great that you guys divided at that point, because I'm like, oh, it's going to just be Wheeler. This is great.
And
Bolt was up there.
Mhm. Oh yeah, Bolt would have been. Well, Bolt would have just grabbed the column and stopped it from going.
Also, those
That too.
high cars that I drew.
Mm-hmm. Let's.
Oh, with Hector getting the Black Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that point, you guys are free to act. Hector will have followed behind at this point, and he goes, "Where is he? Where's the damn stag?" Kind of looking towards you, Wheeler, since you're the one who popped a couple shots in him, and you know who he's talking about.
Yep. Well, hopefully he's crying to his mama right now. But I think that was enough of a warning for him not to do that again.
The fact that he had the gall to do such a thing. He's taunting us. Good job. You did well. I'll return to Mr. Darby. Go find your compatriots and do a sweep of the ship. There might be more of them. And he
Can do.
walks off and goes back to check on Darby, and Hale's just kind of like, oh, okay. Kind of resheathes his sword and kind of follows Hector, kind of like, what the fuck was that? But yeah, you go back and find Bolt and Thad and inform them. They of course immediately get pissed off the moment they find out the stag was here and they didn't get to bop them.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you couldn't read the chat.
I haven't forgotten how much the stag kind of like humiliated Bolt.
Fucking got away.
He not only got away, but the fact that Bolt was like, "I'm taking you down." He's like,
Uh-huh.
He did a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, went, "You're too slow," and ran off. So
I'm
yeah.
faster now.
Exactly, I know. So yeah, we will just go to the end, I guess, because yes, nothing else technically happens.
We sweep the ship. We
I mean,
check
yeah.
the prisoner room.
Or
Or is that part of the prologue?
It's not part of the
Or
epilogue. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I'm assuming you guys are just gonna do a quick general sweep of the ship, right? Like you will check on the prison room.
Yep.
Do you return the key to the cargo room, or do you check that again?
If we're sweeping the ship, I would hope we get the key.
I would ask the captain for it again.
Oh, that's
Or,
right. You didn't have the key. It was
Raymond.
Ronald who had it.
Yeah.
Ronald, whatever.
That's right. Yeah. So if you want to check that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. You guys kind of do a sweep of the ship, work your way down. You on the second floor. I can actually just jump there. So yeah, you guys would have gotten down about here-ish. Adjust the camera. Boop, there we go. So assuming you check in the crew quarters, you would have found 3 technicians in there, all passed out. Checking them, they are breathing. They are tied to the bunk beds in here, and they have a strange yellow powder on their face. It takes a while, but you're kind of able to shake them awake, but they're very much like dazed and out of it. Sweeping all the rooms here in the middle, you find nothing. It's definitely empty. Going down below, you check the engine room. Nothing. Nothing strange. The guys are in there, like, yeah, what's going on? Like they're confused as to anything you guys are talking about. Trying to go into the prison room, you find it really hard to open the door. It's not locked, but there's definitely weight against the door. And eventually Bolt, of course, just pushes his way through, and you find every guild guard in there passed out on the floor. They were leaning up against the door when they passed out. And they're all covered in the same yellowish powder. The whole room has a bit of that powder everywhere. And very much the same thing of everyone's just kind of dazed and out of it, even after you shake them awake and kind of slap them around a bit. When you finally open the cargo door, you open it to find the back hatch completely open. Let me go back to the actual cargo bay. And some of the crates had the lids torn off them, including the one that you guys were supposed to that contained the artifact. Saw like a couple tarps and hay is on the ground, but nothing else beyond that. Most of the stuff that was inside there is still there. Some of it was kind of broken up a little more, but for the most part, everything that was there is technically still there, just a little worse for wear. But beyond that, the room is clear of anything.
When would they have done that?
Yes. But yeah, nothing outside of that. You guys can use the crank wheels to close the back hatch door and lock it back down again. You report back that
all the crates are open. You said?
yeah, every crate has had the top like kind of ripped off. Like the lids are kind of broken.
Including.
Yep.
Okay.
But
are the shards of the horn thing gone?
No, they're still there.
Okay, but someone stole the other thing that was in that box.
Yes, someone stole that
cool.
thing. Some
Wow.
devious thief
How
broke
dare
in
they?
and took it. What an awful thing. Damn plausible deniability. But yeah, so otherwise the ship is fine. Once you guys do your sweep and get all the guild back in order, you report back to Hector, and he's just like he's kind of pissed that the stuff has happened, but he's like, yeah, this one, the guild failed us, and two, I'm just more annoyed that it happened. But you three did well. Just continue patrolling the ship. It won't be long. Yes, he's just kind of a little miffed about the situation. Definitely not from you guys, more so of what has happened. So yeah, if we want to just jump to the end.
Yeah.
One question: is Bianca still on the ship?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's good.
I would like to question Bianca.
Sure.
Does she know anything about the guards being like that? 'Cause she's the last person to see them.
She says I have no idea. Everyone was awake and well, the guards looked a little weary when I was in there, but no, nobody was in jeopardy of passing out of exhaustions or what. Did you tell her about the powder?
Sure.
Okay, yes, the room was clean. There was nothing off about the room when I left it.
And you spoke to the prisoners that are no longer aboard the ship.
Yes, I was going over them, making sure I got all the details of their case so that I could properly adjudicate it when it came time to defend them in court, essentially. But apparently something happened. I'm pretty sure that was them. I did get a look at their faces, but they decided to crash the party, it seems. I guess they truly were criminals if they were going to do something so stupid.
I want to scrutinize this.
Go ahead.
My scrutiny sheet.
Assist?
If you've got it.
I have a rank in scrutiny.
I do too, and my scrutiny's at a -1.
Oh, then you should help me, but you're the one asking.
Yeah, I'll assist you. Yeah, you can tell me if she's lying or not.
Yeah, okay. Because I have my rank gets me to 0.
Yeah, you
Big
could
flip.
read. You could read if someone's, if their heart rate's going up.
That's a 4 plus 2, but it's cheatable.
Yep.
15.
Okay. You can tell she's lying, but you can't tell about what. She's definitely being untruthful about something.
Okay. I'll convey that to Thad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the guild will have plenty of questions for you about this entire incident.
Yes.
And when we get back, I want to make sure that she doesn't leave the ship before the guild is actually
Right.
has her.
Okay. Anything beyond that from anyone?
No. Not for me. I did my duty.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Okay, then, yeah, we'll move on to the epilogue. With the threat snuffed out, the exhibit is allowed to continue unmolested by any lowly criminal affair. The influential resume basking in their prosperous acquisitions and the comfort of the safety you provide. Reticent about your inability to capture the criminal element, you're assured by your proxy employer that your efforts were satisfactory when you report to him. Hector tells you, yes, while his head would have been a good trophy, you protected something more valuable, Master Darby's reputation. His overconfidence was grossly misplaced, both in underestimating your watchful eye and how vindictive I will be when we retaliate. You see, the stag isn't as well hidden as he believes himself to be. While he was likely the only threat, that's no excuse to lower your guard. Keep up your work until we return to Malifaux. Here we go. Silvered Whale gently docks back into Malifaux, the same clean pearly white as when it departed. Neither the elements nor the delinquent forces have sullied its purity. Its guests, now more cultured and entertained than before you departed, share their gratitude with Marius Darby and Captain McKellen. Seeing off the last of the associates away, the captain immediately apologized to Darby once they're alone. On behalf of Mr. Finnegan, I'm so sorry about the intruder who got aboard. It was on my watch, and I assume full responsibility for my failings. If there's anything I can do to make up for this, with a raise of his hand, Marius cuts off the captain as his mechanical mount casually walks towards your party. Captain, do not worry yourself. It was an estimated risk, and that's why I brought my personal security team. You and your crew complied with my requests for them, and they were able to carry out their duty as arranged. From my perspective, every investment I made today has paid off. I have no regrets about the day's events. Besides, weren't you telling me how much you preferred the wilder days before the guild intervened? Have you grown complacent in your dull order? Realizing he's off the hook, Captain McComb straightens up and replies, No, sir, Mr. Darby. The Silvered Whale will take on whatever the wilds of Malifaux has in store for her, and Finnegan dirigibles will be there for those willing to brave the future of the skies. Excellent to hear, Captain. I'll be in contact for any other further endeavors should your service be needed. With that, your diminutive employer stops to face your group before addressing you. Now then, gentlemen, would you escort me to my carriage? Hector should be waiting for my return. Walking beside him, you depart from the ship onto the docking terminal, making your way out towards the street. All the while, Darby provides you a one-way conversation. To be honest with you three, I had my doubts about your capabilities for today. You've had a spotty record in my service, but then I'm not really a people person. I leave finding such aids to Hector. He has a better eye for potential, and today he has proven his judgment right again. I tend to favor results and damn the repercussions, leave the paperwork for those who decided to waste their lives squabbling over such things. In that regard, I see we share some similarities in how you handled yourself this evening. Advised Hector to loosen your leash a bit for this event, give you more freedom in your approach, and if things turn for the worst, well, we'd at least know if you were a good candidate for hire. And in that regard, I would say you were satisfactory in performance. With the end of that statement, your walk ends in front of the lead in a line of carriages, each made of fine polished and stained wood. Noticeably, each one has some of the crates from the aircar loaded on them, with the archaeologist Ronald Wyatt in the second transport. Standing at the ready, Hector opens the door to the lead and speaks to you as Marius climbs into the cabin. There's a carriage for you at the end. It'll take you back to the, he pauses to think for a bit, your lodgings, not wanting to speak its disgusting name. We will speak of payment for your service at a later date. With that, he signals to the driver in the carriage he's entering to take them home. With the gratitude of your employer and the promises of riches yet to come, you take your ride back home, with the only regret that you're confined within another transport so soon after the last one. The end. Hooray. Good job.
Yay.
Okay,
Yes,
during
you have
your
questions.
monologue. No, during your monologue,
Oh.
I realized something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, how indeed would they have opened that and then had it all smashed open? Fucking the dude, one of these dudes, one of the technicians from the bottom floor would probably be able to get there and do all of that in the interim of us going up the stairs.
Oh, simple Ryan.
Or there was a dude in the other crate.
Oh, simple Bob.
Or
Broke out.
Or one of the
Okay.
fucking guild
Or-
guards
or-
fucking just
or-
came out.
Or
and then-
Andrew, or
like I said, it was a ghost all along.
Andrew's the closest.
Yep.
Could you have assumed that possibly bird people broke into the rear?
Are you fucking serious?
Bird people!
You're
Told you guys.
From the outside they broke in?
They came in from the back and ripped the back door open, and they were looking
So-
for the thing you guys dispelled.
Okay, so we didn't hear that?
Not when after they'd left and started hearing the gunshots. Doesn't make a lot of noise for a bunch of bird people to pry a door open.
Okay. No security things went off? No.
There's
no alarms.
There's no electronics.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just a lock, a crank wheel to open the gate, and a bolt to lock the door in place.
And bird people.
And you guys barely missed them trying to break in when you left the room.
Yeah.
If you had
Perfect
stayed a
timing on
little
that.
bit, yes, it was.
So me going to the bathroom in the middle of you talking and leaving my character there could have won.
Could have made that. I mean, all you guys essentially won it when.
Nothing.
So yes, Ryan, you completely dispelled that thing entirely.
Good.
It's because you had a tome. You needed a 22 of tome or higher to.
Jeez.
It had multiple stages.
You got a 23.
Or sorry,
Jesus.
yes, 20.
Yeah.
What was
Well,
that
I got a
number?
23 of
Yes,
tomes, yeah.
you. It's. I think it's 22.
and I
me check my
cheated
numbers.
in that 23 of tomes.
Yeah, so I had because I'm just like I have to give them a chance to slowly. So yeah, it's a 12 of tomes will end its effect for a round. A margin of success, a 17 of tomes will disable it for 24 hours. A further margin of success fully disables the item, and that's what you did.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, you could do low rank counter spells just like I disable it for a turn.
Now destroy it.
Yes, now yes, the way it was going to work had you not caught Wyatt going down here, he would have basically contemplated taking the thing so long that these guys would have broken in with him in here, and he would have hidden and been like, "Oh shit, bird people," and possibly you guys would have saved him from that. But because you were on his ass and out-stealthed him, you were just you caught him entirely and disabled the situation that way.
So them doing all of that was completely unrelated to the stag.
Yes.
Okay.
These were the people that Julian warned about of someone trying to get an item to use it against other people.
And did you make up the bird people?
Yep. That's
Okay.
Yeah. Stats and art out fully made up because there's not a lot of bird things in Malifaux. There's like just birds, and then there's not really monstrous birds. So
I have a feeling.
there are Tengu, but
Bird people again.
no, you kind of defeated them by not letting them take the thing.
Yeah, but you made them. So like.
By not fighting them, you did not get the opportunity to steal their grimoire.
Oh.
Yeah, you got one of the two grimoires from the mission. And I assume Ryan would have actually liked the grimoire they had more.
Probably.
Because it is a straight up blaster grimoire.
A blaster.
It is what I'm missing.
It is the Kafasu Hitan.
Ooh.
A pair of cuffs that let you just cast like fire spells out the ass. With the special properties of if there's open fires adjacent to you, you lower the target number of spells.
Oh shit.
And if you're on fire, you get to add more burning to your spells. You get to put more people on fire.
Jeez.
And it's just all elemental attack spells.
Okay. Is this all sorcery?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Bolt could have used that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bolt has fire inside him.
True.
That would have been a good one for Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be funny if Bolt actually wore these little cuffs.
Yes and no. So the thing of if you're on fire, you add burning to everything has a counterpoint of if you somehow reduce the damage of burning, you take twice the amount of damage and it can't be reduced. So his armor would actually get in the way of that.
Oh.
And if anyone tries to put out your fire, they catch fire by equal amount. Because you have to burn. Something has to burn. So it's and also the one of open flames near you, they have to be adjacent to you. So you have to surround yourself with hazardous terrain that could hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a risk reward attacks caster thing.
Still neat.
Yeah. Fun ideas.
You need to start looking at magic.
But yeah, so the way things went, you guys ran into the stag so many times, and you never thought, like, I'm gonna scrutinize what that guy just did or said. So at the beginning, when you guys were checking things at the dock, and you ran into a dude carrying duffel bags, that was the stag. And what's in those bags? Oh, I got this and this. Oh, that's okay. You didn't think to, like, is he lying about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's just like, you guys were so close to catching him there. And then when you guys went down the stairs, and the guy that was sweeping, that was the stag as well.
I figured, the guy was just standing there watching things like...
So yeah, he had basically knockout powder that he was knocking everyone out with. And early on, it's one of the things I said that I don't think you caught on, which is when you guys first went in here and looted the Nimrod tonight and came out, and you're like, I checked down the halls and I said, there's no one. Pierre was there. There's no one now.
Oh,
fuck.
Yeah,
okay.
I removed him and I'm like, yeah, there's no one there. And you're like, okay. I'm just like, yeah, you didn't catch it. Yeah. And just, Pierre got knocked out at one point.
And that sucks because, like, every other time I was checking in with my guards.
Mm-hmm. And it's just one of those things like, oh, is he gonna do it? Nope. Moving on. But yeah, so it was one of the technicians was going around posing as a technician. No one else knew about it, and he broke the prisoners out, gave them shotguns, and did the little raid at the end. Because the stag always has to put on a show.
Okay. So if we checked one of those duffel bags, we would have found a stag mask and then gone, oh my god.
Basically, yes. He carried 4 duffel bags onto the ship. Each one had something in it, and you would have had to, like, actually flip to look in the bag to see if you spotted something.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like I said, scrutiny him and see if he's a shifty fellow. But, yeah, you essentially did both objectives.
Yeah.
So, good job. Yeah, you made
I
Julian.
didn't do shit.
You smashed the thing.
That was already disabled.
And, yes.
We didn't know that.
Yes.
True.
And you were being buddies with Thad, helping him out, doing all the skill checks. So.
You gave me that +1 to a lot of checks.
Yeah, you were contributing. More so than most adventures, because I keep a little note card of like things you guys do for giving you the extra skills at the end, and like this one's fuller than most adventures, so you guys actually did stuff. So yes,
I think it's
job.
because we didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I'm like, well, let's do stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you could have checked in with Hector at any point to try to get more information about certain things.
So I thought about doing that, but the first time went so poorly with Darby that I didn't want to do it again.
Yep.
Well, I'm pretty sure I had Hector go like, in the future, just talk to me, like.
Yeah, I think you did say that.
Like, because Darby's here for the party.
If we played this all in one night, I might have remembered.
Sure. But yeah, for the most part, you did everything right. Wheeler calling out the lie that Stag had a bomb.
Yeah, security.
Yeah, his security check. Yeah, it was good. It was very good. I know you guys were lost most of the time, but by the end,
I don't think that we knew what the fuck was going on the entire time.
Nope, no idea.
Yeah, but you did things, so you stumbled into the right answer.
I feel like I knew about the side quest, the Julian side quest.
Mhm.
Yes. I felt like we were on that right track. I think that's why we focused on it halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest was like, okay, we're security, so make sure things are secure.
Right. Yeah, that it
But
was.
it just felt like there was something that I was missing of like, well, we're supposed to do this or do that, but I don't know what that could be.
Right. And that's I was trying to like, you got to do some skill checks. You can't just sit in a room and look. You gotta flip a card. So, yeah, like I said, you ran into the stag multiple times, but without a card flip, there's no way to say what he was doing was something sneaky. So yeah.
I should have been racist and be like, is this guy black?
Yes, Ryan, you need to listen to that little friendly voice in you that says, roll up the windows.
Is the smoke detector going off in
Yeah.
the background when I talk to this guy, John?
Do I hear the ceiling bird?
Do they have a big nose? Okay, that narrows it down a bit.
But yeah, that's it for the adventure. I guess we'll end the stream now. So hooray!
Yay!
More to come. Oh yeah. Anyone who showed up, except that one guy who tried to get us to pay for viewers. Fuck you! I banned you.
What are you, the stag? Fucking coming in here with that shit.
Again, very simple rules for our channel. Only post links if they're funny. That's it. God, can't just follow that. Anyways, good night, y'all.
Good night.
Bye.